It's July 24th, and it is a great day for baseball here in Cotuit, Massachusetts, just a stone's throw off Main Street in this beautiful baseball field that we call Lowell Park. Today's matchup between the Hyannis Harborhawks and the Cotuit Kettleers, another installment of the Barnstable Patriot Cup Series between these two Western Division foes. Cotuit sitting at 12-16-2, Hyannis at 12-15-3. Chris Albright joined alongside Connor Shue. Connor, it's game 31 of the season. Every game means more at this point.
It does. We've only got 10 left in the regular season, and every team, especially in the West Division, is vying for the 4 playoff spots in division, and it's as tight as ever. Cotuit's in last, but they're only a half game back of Hyannis and Falmouth, tied for that number 3 spot. So they beat Falmouth a couple days ago, and now a win against Hyannis would be crucial. And the Cats have been looking good against the Harborhawks this season. They're 2-1 against them and have really had their number all the way through. So looking for more and trying to spur another hot streak as they get a good slate against a lot of West Division competition.
The Kettleers, along with 7 other teams, had an off day yesterday. That was a day that was scheduled to be off day for everyone, but Harwich and Bourne, who had a game rained out, played yesterday. So we got a now clear view of the standings. Everyone is even. Everyone's played 30 games, and Bourne is only 2 points ahead of Cotuit. Bourne currently sits second in the Western Division. So we'll sort that all out as this game goes on, but you look at what's been going well for Cotuit. You look 2 days ago, before the off day, the Cats took on the Commodores. That game in Falmouth, and Cotuit won 6-2. In pretty dominating fashion, the Cats got out on a good run early.
They did. They scored their first 4 runs in the first 3 innings, and it was really all Cotuit from that point on. Falmouth could only muster a pair of runs in the 5th, and Cotuit put on a couple more insurance runs, and Tyler Albanese did the rest. A 4-inning save, one of a handful he's had this season. He really closed out well as a long reliever after being more of a traditional closer leading up to that, but he really helped save the bullpen after Ryan Buckler went a nice 5 innings, and that's been the catalyst for a lot of Cotuit's success recently. They got a .252 team earned run average in these past 3 games.
We got to hear Brooke Kilgore catch up with Tyler Albanese, who, like you said, Connor, had just a great appearance out of the bullpen in that game against Falmouth. Let's listen in to what Brooke had to talk about with Tyler.
Brooke Kilgore here following a 6-2 victory over the Falmouth Commodores. I'm here with reliever Tyler Albanese. First of all, congratulations on an incredible outing tonight. 4 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts, only 1 walk for you. Walk me through everything that was happening on the mound for you.
Honestly, I was just trying to throw strikes and get outs. That's it. All orders, get outs.
And it worked for you guys in your favor tonight. Of course, tonight is your last game in a Cotuit Kettleers uniform. I want you to tell me just really quickly, how do you think you've grown in terms of the first time you stepped on the mound until tonight?
In every way. Being a better teammate, getting to know new people, and the game too, pitching. I just feel comfortable on the mound out there. Know that my guys are there behind me.
That's great. Do you have a favorite memory from the Cape so far this season?
Ooh.
With Peyton Minka right next to you.
That's hard. Come on. Can't put him on the spot like that. Dude, that's a hard one. I don't think there is one. There's too many of them. Probably the beach day with the boys.
Beach day with the boys. Right.
We don't have too many off days, so.
No, not really. Do you have any questions you want to ask him, Minka? I'll give you the mic.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Hey guys, we're back with Peyton Minka here. Long seasons, summer. Obviously, you had a long summer, school season too. Like, how was the preparation? Like, just keeping your body healthy, playing like 6 games a day, like even when you're not pitching. How is the bullpen life? Obviously, like we have so much time and you're not pitching. Like, how are the vibes on there? They're great. Well, hey, it was a great season.
All right. Thank you so much, Tyler. Really appreciate your time. Brooke Kilgore here following a 6-2 victory over the Falmouth Commodores. Coach, the bats come out swinging tonight. You guys walk away with the victory here. How are you feeling after all that?
Well, the intent, with our pregame was really good. Our guys were focused, and we've been very honest with them, all summer, and it's good. We continue to prepare. There's a lot of stuff we do behind the scenes that people don't see. We're not posting on social media. We're not texting things out. Like we work really hard. Our coaching staff does. Our players do. And we just got to keep going. So it's always about the players. It's not about me. It's not about our assistant coaches. It's always about the players, and it always will be. So they were focused tonight. They continue to mature, continue to try to put the right pieces in the right place. And again, for the 100th time, it's always about the players. Always about the players. And it will continue to be that way for as long as we're here. So happy for our guys.
Okay, you heard it here first. All about the players from Lauren Hibbs, of course. Oh, hi, Ripley. Of course, we got to talk about it. You guys came out early swinging, and you held on to your lead, and you kept it throughout the game. Just what do you think changed from last night today?
Well, Buck was good, and then Albanese was dominant. Albanese really helped himself tonight. I mean, it's the last time he's going to throw this summer, and he really was good. We were just much more efficient offensively. We had good at-bats when we needed them. We bunted. We battled with 2 strikes. We took advantage of a couple of miscues that they made. Again, the pre-work was good. I mean, we had about an hour worth of batting practice and stuff at the field. Changed a couple things up. Got here. They prepared the right way. They were ready to play. And all these things that we talk about, if they really want to play at a high level, that's what you got to do. So I'll say it again, it's all about the players. Always. They're the ones that make it fair.
You mentioned a little bit about your pitching staff tonight. Of course, Albanese having his last game in the Pinstripes here against Falmouth. What have you seen from him since day one on the mound until tonight?
Well, he's helped himself, and he's increased his value because he's shown he can go more than just 1 inning. And that's a credit to him because he's done the work and he's listened. OC, our pitching coach, has done a great job with him. And we've gradually built his pitch count up, and that's going to help him, back at San Jose this year. It's going to help him with the draft next year. So we really feel good about that. Feel good about helping guys. We've had several others that have left and improved their stock and got better as time during their time here at Cotuit. So happy for all of them.
Of course, the race to playoffs grows even closer as you guys are only separated by 1 point. Of course, we have to ask it. 10 games left in the season, getting it right tonight here. What is the key to success for the Cotuit Kettleers?
Win on Thursday.
Win on Thursday.
Well, it's really prepare the right way on Thursday. It's valuing how you prepare. It's valuing the intent that you prepare with. It's valuing taking care of the little things. It's all those things. And again, our guys continue to work through that. They continue to mature. We've stuck with some guys this summer. We're proud that we've done that. We're happy that they're still here, and we're happy that they're still playing for us. We give our best effort on Thursday.
All right. Enjoy your off day, Coach. Thank you so much.
There's no off day.
No off days in baseball.
No
I love it. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you so much, Brooke Kilgore, for those interviews. The third member of our team, as always, keeping us professional. Chris Albright joined alongside Connor Shue here at Lowell Park for this matchup between the Hyannis Harborhawks and your Cotuit Kettleers here on Cape League TV. First pitch coming up quickly, scheduled to be at 4:30, just a couple minutes away. And as we look at how the lineups will be, the Harborhawks coming up to bat first, how will they look?
Leading off is Owen Prince, the left-handed swinging center fielder from Virginia Military Institute. After him, it's Charlie Bates, the second baseman. Parker Brocious, the right fielder, made his debut last game against Harwich. Batting cleanup is Jeff Lugie. Batting fifth is Ryan McKay. Then it's Dayton LaChance batting sixth, another newcomer to the Hyannis Harborhawks. Gabe Camacho batting seventh. Miles Davis, eighth. Jake Schaffner rounding the lineup out in the 9-hole, all hitting against the right-hander out of George Washington, Max Haug for the Cotuit Kettleers. The defense behind him. Dean West in left field. Caden Bogenpole manning center. Case Sanderson making a start out in right field, typically playing at first. Cam Johnson at the hot corner. Ryan Farber playing short. Luke Matthews at second. Tiger Tyson at first. And Jack Natilli returning to catching for the first time since he got hit in the hand just a couple of games ago against Harwich. So it's cool to see him back behind the dish catching for Max Haug.
Well, Natilli has been tough as nails all season long. We've mentioned him multiple times, and here he is, not just DHing like we've seen him do the past couple of games just to make sure his wrist is feeling okay, but he's going to be behind the dish. And he's been such a mainstay in this Cotuit lineup card and roster pretty much the entire season. With today's start, it will be Natilli's 28th game appeared for the Kettleers this season. He's only missed 2 games so far. I mean, you look at some of these guys who have just been putting in the work for Cotuit. One of them, Ryan Farber, who will be at shortstop. This middle infield tandem of Ryan Farber and Luke Matthews, they haven't been messing around the past couple of games.
They have not, and they really seem to get the hang of playing next to each other as the season's gone on without Jaron and Vincula. They've started a good handful of games together, especially in this recent stretch as July draws on, and Ryan Farber especially, such a solid glove at short and second. Luke Matthews, no different. You can flip-flop them either way, and it doesn't really change the dynamics of the infield for the Kettleers, regardless of who's playing either position. And Farber is really a keystone for this defense anyway. He's played all 30 games and will play all 31 coming into today.
And he does it with his bat as well. Farber, one of the leaders in the batting average category for Cotuit. Amongst qualified hitters, he's at the top. He'll come into this game hitting just around 300. Camden Johnson actually has now surpassed him in terms of qualified hitters. He's up above 300 as well, but just so many good bats. And if you're Max Hogg up on the mound, you're liking that run support. Not that he's been needing it as of recent, but the run support is nice.
He really hasn't. He's been incredible ever since transitioning into a starting role with the Kettleers. He's made 2 starts, and he's had a 1.00 ERA in his 2 starts, 9 total innings of work. He's only allowed a single free pass. He didn't walk anybody in his last start at Harwich. But you mentioned the run support, Chris, and that's something he will need. He only allowed 2 runs, one of them earned, but went and got the no decision after that game was tied after him leaving. But I think that's the key. Catch score early and let Howe ride out.
Kets will be looking to jump on the scoreboard first today. They've been doing a good job when getting up on the scoreboard earlier than their opponents. Owen Prince up. The first pitch from Max Hogg. It's ball 1.
But you mentioned the run support, Chris.
1 ball, no strikes, no one out. First pitch here at 4:32 local time.
No decision after that game was tied.
Line drive straight to the glove of Ryan Farber, the sure-handed shortstop, continuing to showcase the leather. L6 for the first out of the ball game. 78 degrees here in Cotuit, Massachusetts. Another beautiful day for baseball on Cape. The batter's Charlie Bates. He takes a strike. A lot of lefties in this Harbor Hawk lineup today. Only 3 true right-handed hitters. And this is one of the only times this season that we've seen a team have more lefties in the lineup than Cotuit does.
It's been pretty rare. Cotuit has become known around Cape as probably the most lefty-heavy team in the entire league, but Hyannis giving them a look very similar to what they've typically had. And now Cotuit's pretty even with the righties and lefties.
Soft shot towards third. Johnson gloves it, and the throw is in time. 2 up, 2 down quickly for Max Hogg. We've talked about his recent success as a starting pitcher. He started this season as a true reliever. This will be his 8th appearance of the season, just the 3rd start. His first 5 appearances were all out of the bullpen, and he's looked a lot better as a starting pitcher than he has a relief pitcher.
He has, and I mentioned it earlier, a 1 ERA as a starter. But, man, it's a far cry from his relief duty. And, frankly, he was coming in towards the end of games that were already in hand for the most part, and it wasn't going too great for him. He had an ERA north of 10 as a reliever, but has found a way to buckle down and really showcase his best stuff as a starter, which is interesting because he didn't start much at school, only 2 this past year, although he did get a lot of long relief, so he's used to going long.
Ball's cracked high in the air in the left center field gap, but Bogenpol, who can cover a lot of ground, does just that. A 1-2-3 inning. The Harbor Hawks retired in order by Max Hogg. When we return, the Kettleers due up for the first time today here on Cape League TV.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
At Cape Cod Healthcare, we're committed to excellence and compassion in everything we do, like helping people maintain their active lifestyles. Our innovative orthopedic program combines advanced techniques and leading-edge technology with highly specialized teams, including our nationally recognized Center of Excellence for Joint Replacement. Our focus is getting you back to doing the things you love, in the place you love.
The Center of Excellence and the quality of care that we can deliver makes all the difference to the patients. They understand that they can get the best care right here on Cape Cod.
We're offering 0% for 60 months on CAT's new lineup of compact track loaders. That's 0% for machines that have been redesigned from the ground up. 0% for new features and big comfort.
Nice cab, heated seat, great machine.
0% for more power and performance.
Picked up a big 4,000-pound block like it was nothing.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left.
Bottom of one just getting underway here at Lowell Park in the fourth installment of the Barnstable Patriot Cup Series this season. The matchup between the Harbor Hawks and the Kettleers. Cotuit coming up to bat for the first time today. Connor, Shu, how will they look?
Cam Johnson's in the leadoff spot once again. Zan Von Schlegel's hitting second for the second time this year. Ryan Farber in the 3-hole as always. Caden Bogenpol batting cleanup again. Jack Natilli is hitting fifth. He's in a 3 for 23 slump, looking to get it together today. Dean West hitting sixth. Luke Matthews 7. Case Sanderson making his second start in the outfield, batting 8th in right field. And Tagger Tyson rounding the lineup card out at the 9-hole.
All those Kettleers batsmen will be taking on the righty on the mound. Carson Yassa. Yassa making his 5th start of the summer. And his first offering is a fastball outside. Yassa's got a cannon on him. That fastball can top out upper mid-90s. Not surprising to see him hit 97, even 98 on the radar gun.
He's hit 99 before, so those upper parts, 97, 98, seem to look more routine for him as he goes on.
Well, he's fired 2 straight fastballs to start this one, and Johnson trying to play a little bit of catch-up to him. Johnson, currently the Kettleers' batting average leader. He's 2 ticks above Ryan Farber. Johnson's hitting .302 on the summer. And there's a one-hopper right to the glove of Yassa. The limber pitcher will take a couple steps to retire Johnson. Yassa, 6'7". He's a tall presence up on the mound.
He is, and that makes it kind of a tough arm angle to read for any batter. The arm is kind of coming down on you, and extension's very important when you've got height like that. MLB teams are looking for taller and taller guys as time goes on just because of how valuable it is. His 99 might play more like 101 even.
I mean, you talk about some of these guys at the major league level who really, I want to say, birthed or pioneered this idea of extension. You think of guys like Chris Sale and Noah Syndergaard who really were able to get close to the batter compared to some of these smaller pitchers. And, I mean, you're starting to see a lot of these guys with really long arms, not even needing to worry about getting them up and over the shoulder. You can just sidearm huck it because you've got the extension to get home. Count is 1-2 on Zan Von Schlegel. Count will even now at 2-2. Von Schlegel, a recent addition to this Kettleers roster. This will be his 4th game appeared in a pinstriped uniform. Called strike 3. Painted the outside corner. Carson Yassa will do that to you. That's strikeout number 30 on the year for Yassa. He came into this game 4th highest in the entire Cape League in strikeouts. And that number will only climb.
He's really been a breakout guy on Cape this summer. He struggled in the spring with Nebraska, pitched to an ERA over 8, but has come in here and really limited the hits allowed, and he's just been painting the corners well. He still struggles with walks a little bit, but his 2.14 ERA speaks for itself.
Ryan Farber up for Cotuit. He's a man with great plate discipline. This will be his 31st game appeared for the Kets this summer. And we've only played now 31 games. He is an everyday man in this Kettleers lineup card, and he's been producing well. He is hitting 300 flat on the summer. He leads the Kettleers in at-bats. He leads the Kettleers in hits. Bit of an excuse me swing through that pitch. Counts now 1-2 on Ryan Farber. 2 outs here in the bottom of the first on a beautiful day. Just a stone's throw away from Main Street and Cotuit. 1-2. Grounded foul. Also found out that we're really close to, I think it's Cotuit Bay.
I think so. I don't know how we haven't investigated that yet.
Feel like we might need to do that. 1-2. Cotuit Bay. Can confirm per Google Maps. Really just a beautiful hidden gem of a village here in Cape Cod. 2-2 now, 2 outs. 98 miles per hour on the radar gun. Yassa's got the speed, but now as this count has run full, this brings up a part of Yassa's game that he needs to limit, the walks. And that 3-2 is high and tight. Farber works a walk. That's the 18th walk issued by Carson Yassa. He leads the Cape League in that category.
Yeah, he's been all over the place with them, and that was really the big issue for him at school, too, because he was able to limit the hits, has limited the hits on Cape so far, but it was the walks and the hits. 19 free passes in 18 2/3 innings with the Huskers, plus 18 hits. That's not really going to get you anywhere positive.
Farber goes. It's a successful stolen base. The Kettleers have not had a lot of recent success in stolen bases or just being on the base paths, but that's a great sign to see. Ryan Farber now scampers into scoring position. Bogenpole, the batter. He's got some power in his swing if he can connect. Bogenpole on the season hitting .214. He's had his average creep up a little bit, getting back into the hitting department after he had a bit of a slump early July. Last time out against Falmouth, Bogenpole went 2 for 2 with a pair of walks, and that's a hard grounder into right field. Farber gets the wave home. Kets lead 1-0 off the bat of Bogenpole.
And that's how we started out the game just a couple of days ago. Caden Bogenpole getting it done with the double against Falmouth to score their first run that day. And he does it again here through the right side against Hyannis. Seems like he's really starting to find his groove on Cape.
There's an infectious energy in Cotuit's dugout right now. Before playing Falmouth, the Kettleers were on a 4-game skid, able to break that in. Now this is the Kettleers team that we're hoping to see. We saw them early, coming into mid-July, you could say, where the Kets baseball was really in its groove. Pitching was good, batting was good, and now it seems that those two are beginning to meet again. Here's the batter, Jack Natilli. Boy, was he a big part of that hot Kettleers hitting in the beginning of this month. Check swing. He held it back. The umpiring crew today calling the balls and strikes. Jeffrey Merzel at first base, Mike McStuddy, and at third base, Austin Prezel. Here's the 2-0 to Jack Natilli. Counts now 3-0. Hyannis as a team, pitching-wise, it's been solid the first third of innings for them throughout this season. Coming into this game, the Harbor Hawks only allowed 10 runs in the first innings, and that pitch hits Jack Natilli. And we have unfortunately seen that a lot this summer. It's what knocked him out of a game earlier this season against Bourne. We saw him get plunked against Harwich. It just continues to happen. And if I'm Jack Natilli, it's gotten to the point where it's painful and it leaves a bad taste in your mouth.
And we saw a real scary one a few games ago against Harwich before the All-Star break where he got hit in the wrist and it looked like, well, I think it's fair to say that from our vantage point, it looked like he wasn't going to be playing much baseball soon, but he gutted it out and came back the next game to play for the Kettleers and is still chugging along in the lineup. But, man, that's hit by pitch number 11 for him this season, and he's not even crowding the plate. He just has a knack for getting hit.
Dean West takes a first pitch ball. That's the second time this season Jack Natilli has been hit by a pitch against Hyannis. It seems that every team has plunked him. 1-0. And that's a strike on the outside corner.
And Cotuit's doing exactly what they need to do if they want to beat a guy like Carson Yassa. We talked about his walk problems, but they've been letting him miss, not chasing too much. And I think after Ryan Farber came up, they kind of got the book on him. I mean, obviously, we'll see how the game progresses, but it seems like after Johnson and Von Schlegel went down, they relayed the information to the next couple of guys, and they've really adjusted accordingly.
Oh, you have to attack this Hyannis pitching staff early. It's a staff that, while they do strike out more batters than any team on Cape, they give up the most walks, and they have the second highest whip, which is walks and hits per inning pitched. Hyannis, as a staff, has issued 145 walks this summer. That fly ball is flared foul down the left field line. With 2 outs, Bogenpole and Natilli are ready to break on anything. Hyannis is only one of 3 teams on Cape who have issued over 130 walks. The other 2 teams are Bourne and Wareham. Hyannis really just needing to limit the base on balls. Here's the payoff pitch with 2 outs to Dean West. Ground ball up the middle. Couple of hops into the glove of Bates. He fires to first in time. Cotuit strikes first here at Lowell Park. 1 run on 1 hit. 2 left on base for Cotuit. We'll head to the second. Ket's up 1-0.
Get ready for big results with our small machines. With more power, performance, comfort, and savings. They're ready for every job. And we're ready with plenty of inventory, the best support in the business, same-day parts availability, and locations across the Northeast. So you can always be ready to work. Milton Cat, always ready.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team.
Safe.
The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Cats up 1-0 over fellow Barnstable rival Hyannis in what is becoming a more must-win game than these 2 teams thought, not just due to local bragging rights, but These two squads are currently 4th and 5th in the Western Division, fighting for a playoff spot. The top 4 teams in each division get a nod to the postseason.
And after the beginning of the Cape League season and the middle part, we thought neither of these teams would be near the bottom. Hyannis had that first place spot locked in going into the early parts of July. Then Cotuit had a little run at it on that early run. They went 8-3-1 in their first 12 games of the month, and it seemed like no one was going to stop them. But now it's Wareham's time in the sun.
Jeff Luigi grounds one to Luke Matthews. 4-3 on the putout, and make it now 4 straight retired by Max Hogg to start this game. Max Hogg in his 3rd start this summer for Cotuit. His first start came July 12th, 2 weeks ago, against Bourne. He went 4 innings flat, only allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, struck out 5, no runs allowed. He was tagged for a run against Harwich, an earned run, I should say, in his last start, but he went 5 innings and struck out 4, no walks. I think the biggest thing that we've seen difference-wise from Max Hogg when he's on the mound as a starter versus a relief pitcher is his control. I mean, he just doesn't tend to walk batters when he's a starting pitcher.
Some guys just feel a little bit more comfortable when they're opening the game up. They're not coming into a weird situation with runners on base. They get to kind of control it from the front side, and I think Max Hogg is one of those guys.
Count is 3-0 on Ryan McKay. Here's the 3-0. It's a strike. And while we talk about the lack of walks Hogg has issued as a starter, it's worth mentioning he didn't walk many as a relief pitcher. 2 hopper to Sanderson, or excuse me, that's Tagger Tyson at first. Man, that will get used. That will take a little bit for me to get used to saying.
No, it's fair. Sanderson has been the everyday first baseman, and if he's out of the lineup, Tyson is usually the guy there, but Sanderson typically isn't in the game if he's not at first or he's DHing, not playing right field like he is now. So I totally get you.
Sanderson in right field, Tyson at first, and Natili is catching. Bit of a musical chairs happening with Cotuit. You'll see that as the season goes on, just with guys coming and going. At this point in the season, you're pretty much at a net negative. You're going to see more guys leaving than coming in. So you begin to make do with the pieces that you still have. Dayton LaChance up to bat for Hyannis, and he's one of those rare guys that you'll see join a team late in the season. LaChance, this is just his 5th game with the Harbor Hawks, and he bounces one hard past the glove of Camden Johnson. It took a wonky hop when it got to him, and LaChance stumbles around first base. He'll go gingerly back there. He took a wonky step on the base, rounding first. It will be the first hit of the ball game for the Harbor Hawks.
Yeah, it took a weird hop over to third, and Johnson had to back up for a moment, and it just kept coming up on him, and he tried to bring that glove back up, but it just slipped right under his arm. And then on the other side, you said it, LaChance just took a weird step off the base. And it's good to see he's still on his feet, but I don't know how much pressure he wants to put on.
LaChance, a 6'4", 240 catcher out of Sherbrooke, Canada. You see the CA and you think California, but no, it's Canada. Plays his college ball at McLennan Junior College. They're built different up north, don't you know?
Yeah, you can say that. Maybe drop the Canadian accent.
Oh.
Canadians everywhere just groaned.
Nah, you can't groan. Yeah, the Canadian accent is a good one.
Sorry?
Sorry, yep. There we go. We're close enough to Canada where we can kind of make it. Wave and a miss from Gabe Camacho. Camacho played in Game 2 of this season series. Wasn't in the lineup the third game. That was July 13th. This is the first time we've seen Camacho here at Lowell Park. Camacho in Game 2, he went 2 for 3. One of the bright spots for Hyannis that game, that was played over in Hyannis, and the Kets won that one 11-1. Run ruled the Harbor Hawks.
That one was a lot of fun, just all Kets, and there was really no contest from any of the Hyannis bats. Andrew Wiggins hit a grand slam that day. We saw Rentaro Sasaki go yard, and I think that highlights I guess when we were talking about how the team has gone quiet a little bit, how things change.
Towering fly ball near the first base dugout and just beyond the grasp of Taggart Tyson.
But back to that point, Wiggins no longer with the team. Sasaki no longer with the team. Sometimes you have circumstances where guys just have to go and they might be swinging the bat well, and you have to, you have to live with it.
Camacho, who's up to bat now for Hyannis, the only Harbor Hawk with multiple hits, and he laces one into right field and down. LaChance will pump the brakes at second, and the Harbor Hawks will have 2 on with 2 out.
And a little bit of foreshadowing. You know who started that game against Hyannis?
Oh, man, you're really testing me. Was that Peyton Manka?
Yes, it was.
I think that was the Mankinator. I'm hearing rumblings. Rumblings throughout Lowell Park that Peyton Manka wants to come up to the booth sometime.
It's funny you say that. We'll have to ask him if that's true.
Have you heard those musings or rumblings?
There's been some talk around the town.
Been some chit-chat.
You know, they say Cotuit's a small town. Everyone hears about everything, and I think we have heard that.
We have heard it's a small village. Things travel fast, and that includes Peyton Manka's desire to come up into the booth.
Well, we saw he had so much fun interviewing his fellow players with Brooke, so we figured, maybe he'd like the headset too.
Counts now 1-2 on Miles Davis, who's doing the designated hitting duties today for Hyannis. Davis went 0 for 3 against Cotuit the last time these two teams met. Harbor Hawks have 2 on, 2 out here in the top of the second. Deuce is wild. Chopped foul. Max Haug up on the mound worked a 1-2-3 first inning. Was able to retire the first 2 batters here in the second, but has given up back-to-back base knocks. Looking to stop the slide here. Haug ready. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards Farbrat. Short hill glove and tossed to second for the easy out. Hyannis strands a pair of runners. The Hawks get their first 2 hits of the game. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Cotuit still up on Hyannis 1-0 here on Cape League TV.
Dream it. If you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
If you need to dig, lift, move, grade, clear, or cut, pump, weld, clean, light, and just about anything else, Dial up the rental source for the newest and the most reliable equipment in New England. Staffed with equipment and construction experts. Milton Rents, your local source.
Bottom of 2, Ket's up 1-0 over Hyannis. The Harbor Hawks, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Cotuit, 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Carson Yassa got tagged around a bit in the first inning, walked a batter, and hit Jack Natilli with a pitch. So looking to settle down here in the second, he'll be facing the bottom third of Cotuit's lineup card. Luke Matthews, Case Sanderson, and Tiger Tyson. Luke Matthews has been super productive in the past couple of weeks from the 7 spot. Matthews on the season, he's now up above the double-digit plateau in RBIs. He's got 12 on the season, 4th highest on this Kettleers roster. And Matthews hasn't been here nearly as long as the leaders in that stat category. This is only his 15th game with Cotuit. Two balls, no strikes. That catches the corner. Matthews, 4 walks on the season. He's struck out 16 times. Now, typically with a strikeout pitcher like Carson Yassa, you want to protect the plate. Maybe a little bit more aggressive on the swings, but then you look at the walk numbers for Yassa, and it nearly evens itself out. Ground ball towards third. Good glove by McKay. But the throw is high, and it pulls Camacho off the bag. Luke Matthews will reach safely.
McKay got rushed on that throw after Matthews made it down the line quickly and couldn't quite make the throw, and that's why you have a guy like Luke Matthews on your roster, and it's great you get him to lead off the inning here because typically he's near the top of the order, but you bring him here in the 7 hole and he's leading off the 2nd or 3rd.
Case Sanderson up to bat. The runner goes. The throw down to second. It's a seed, and Luke Matthews is out. Dayton LaChance guns out Luke Matthews. Before the game, we were watching Hyannis do the infield and outfield defensive drills and got to see LaChance make a couple of practice throws down to second, and he went 3 for 3. He's got a great arm behind the plate, and it was visible there.
Well, and we talked about Cotuit's struggles getting stolen bases lately. They've been caught now 10 times in the past 2 weeks.
2-0. Count now 3-0 on Case Sanderson.
Not to mention that's on 13 stolen bases, so they're 13 for 23. Not the best ratio. They've been getting a little wild on the base paths.
So 4-pitch walk to Case Sanderson, the 2nd walk of the day from Carson Yassa. He came into this game averaging just under a walk per inning. It's going to be bumped up a little bit today. And we've talked about it, the thing keeping him afloat. He came into this matchup averaging 12 and a half strikeouts in 9 innings. Twelve and a half Ks per 9. He can really paint the strike zone. Not quite doing so today.
Well, he is a guy who relies on a lot of swing and miss on stuff that falls out and around the zone, and the Kettleers have remained pretty patient.
Yes is in danger of walking his second straight batter with a 4-pitch walk. Taggart Tyson, he does some catching. He's got a great eye at the plate. He's showing bunt. Pulls it back. That pitch is upstairs. Back-to-back 4-pitch walks, and the Kettleers are cooking now. They've got 2 on with no out, trying to extend their 1-run lead.
And maybe a little deception by Taggart Tyson, trying to draw him away from the barrel by threatening to throw down a bunt. So Yasa maybe thinks twice about the pitch he throws, and it worked. He sailed a fastball, and that was an easy walk, and Tyson was ecstatic. Big old bat flip after it.
It was a good walk issued by Tyson. He has demonstrated just great plate discipline in the limited time that he's had with Cotuit this summer. Lineup card now flipped. Cam Johnson up. Camden, outgoing from Wichita State, will be taking his talents to the University of Oklahoma in just a couple weeks. We were talking with Lauren Hibbs and some of the players. They're already starting to make some plans about how they're going to move all their stuff from Cotuit to home to their colleges. Back to school season fast approaching for these guys. Counts 0-2 on Johnson. He grounded out his first time up today. And he'll take a curveball upstairs. One, two. Sanderson on second, Tyson on first. The right side of the infield for Hyannis playing deep. Johnson can put some pop on the baseball if he gets a hold of it. 1-2 again. Just missed. Count will even. Johnson has 32 hits on the summer. 4 of them for doubles, 1 a triple. Still looking for his long ball. 2-2. Ground ball towards first base, and it will tail foul.
He's just working Carson Yassa, who might already be getting a little winded out in the mound. That was pitch number 47 for him, and he's only gotten 4 outs in this ball game, so he's got to start picking the pace up if he wants to go deep into this game.
Yassa needed 28 pitches to get through the first. He still would need to retire 2 here with 1 out in the home half of the second. 2-2. Swing and a miss from Johnson. Went fishing 96 miles per hour on the radar gun. And that's just out number 2 of this inning. Von Schlegel will step up to bat. He was caught looking his first plate appearance. 2 on, 2 out. Ground ball towards third. McKay will simply tag out Case Sanderson to end the inning. Cotuit strands a pair of runners, but the Kets still lead 1-0 over the Harbor Hawks. We'll head to the top of the third here on Cape League. We'll take a hit from the third member of our team, Brooke Kilgore, who's standing in the on-deck circle. Brooke.
The stakes are high tonight as the Cotuit Kettleers and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks will pay tribute for the several here. Nothing short of rivalry, powered by a newspaper who has been on the Cape since 1830. These two teams compete at least 5 times a year to make sure that they have the winning record and can take home the Patriot Cup. Last year, win over. We're back here at Lowell Park, and we're going to have to see how things go. Chris and Connor, back up to you.
Thank you, Brooke. More Patriot Cup baseball coming up after this break.
Be safe and comfortable in your home in any season with a Generac automatic standby generator from RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. RCA does it all from consultation to installation to maintenance. For more information, visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
The Kettleers Top of the Order is brought to you by Boston Hand to Shoulder, trusted orthopedic specialists for athletes and everyday people. Their expert team treats everything from sports injuries to everyday wear and tear, helping patients of all ages get back to what they love. Boston Hand to Shoulder is now on the Cape. Call 617-965-HAND for all your hand and upper extremity needs.
Top of the third inning. It will be Jake Schaffner, Owen Prince, and Charlie Bates up for Hyannis. 9, 1, and 2 in the lineup card. A trio of lefties due up, taking on the right-handed throwing Max Haug. This ball is belted into the right center field gap. Bogenpole chasing, slides, and holds on to make the catch. The 6'6" center fielder has been dazzling defensively today.
He's smooth as ever out there. Just running in to make that one like nothing. In the long strides of Bogenpole, it makes it a little easier for him to cover all that ground in such a short amount of time. So he made that happen in a hurry. But, man, do not let that deceive you into thinking that's an easy play. He had to cover a ton of ground to get there.
I feel like you have to just mention how great of strides he can make, because any more average side center fielder might not have the speed to track down that baseball. Bogenpole has got the speed and the stride. Count now even 1-1 on the leadoff man, Owen Prince, who lined out to Ryan Farber. The first at-bat of this game.
Prince has made his living at Virginia Military Institute being the ultimate leadoff guy. This past year, he hit .385 with a .504 on base percentage, and he stole 46 bags.
Oh, that's exactly what a leadoff man has to do, and he's been a great one at college.
And heck, not to mention, I got to see him in the Coastal Plain League last summer, and he had that exact game plan. He'd find a way on base. He actually walked 57 times in 2024 with the Martinsville Mustangs in 45 games, and he stole 35 bags. And he was in the Coastal Plain League earlier this summer.
Sawed off down the line and fair. Left field, and West will have to get on there in a hurry as digging for second is Prince, and he's in safely with a head-first slide. There's the speed from Owen Prince. He's able to steal an extra base out there just with a lot of hustle.
And now he's going to be dancing around off that bag, so you got to be wary if you're Jack Natilli behind the plate, and the line of vision is wide open to gun him down at third, so I think you got to have your eye on him.
Pitching coach Tim O'Connor out to talk things over with Max Hogg, the infield, and Jack Natilli. There's a couple arms getting warm out in the Cotuit bullpen. Looks like Wyatt Halverson is one of them. Halverson, another Cotuit Kettleer who's been around a lot of the season.
And I was going to say, we haven't seen him much recently. Looking back, he hasn't pitched since the game against YD over a week ago.
Halverson has 9 appearances on the summer, all of them in relief. But a lot of those were early on in the summer. Owen Prince is on second base. He's the tying run in this 1-0 ball game that Cotuit got on the scoreboard early in. Charlie Bates, the batter for the Harbor Hawks. He grounded out his first time up. And just like you said, Connor, Owen Prince is dancing at second base. His secondary lead gets him about halfway between second and third. 0-1 inside. Bates on the summer came into this game hitting .253. Only 5 RBIs to his name. 1-1, flared foul down the left field line. Bates is one of 2 Harbor Hawks atop the team leaderboard in walks. He currently has 11 of them, but he leads the Harbor Hawks in strikeouts. He's been punched out 27 times this summer. Here's the 1-2 from Max Haug. Swing and a miss. Back pick down to second, and it's a little bit off the mark. 2 outs now on the scoreboard as Max Haug strikes out Charlie Bates. That's the first strikeout of the afternoon from Haug. Now we'll bring up the 3-hole hitter, Parker Brocious. Just his second game with Hyannis. Brocious, he's 1 for 5 as a Harbor Hawk. Flew out to center his first time up. Very upright stance in the batter's box. Takes inside. Haug today has been relying on that contact. A couple of balls have been well hit, but nothing really threatening. Brocious had a good piece of contact his first time up, able to shoot a ball into left center field, but Bogenpol able to cover a lot of ground like we've seen today. Able to get underneath. 3-0. And there's a get me over fastball.
And Brocious played with a really good Georgia Tech team this past spring and got a lot of at-bats, 124.
Rips one foul down the left field line.
So he's a guy who is good enough to crack the lineup there. So it makes sense that he's sitting in the 3-hole right now for the Harbor Hawks.
Georgia Tech, the future home of Jaron Advincula, former Kettleer. Brocious, an outfielder. Swing and a miss. Buckled at the knees on that payoff pitch from Max Haug. Back-to-back punch-outs from Haug. He is dealing right now. Cotuit maintains their 1-0 lead over Hyannis. Bottom of the third coming up on Cape League TV.
When we see our patient, our philosophy is to not just take care of the isolated pathology or problem that they're here for. We look at the care of a patient as the whole patient, how they hold hands with a spouse or partner, how they engage with their children or grandchildren. These are important things in the equation of how we decide optimal treatment for patients, whether that's non-operative or operative intervention. Every patient gets treated as a family member or as a pro athlete in our mind. We provide concierge level of care. That's how we want it done for our own, and that's what we continue to do here in the greater Boston area.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we know there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. Now that's how we all win. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
Bottom of 3, Cotuit up 1-0 over Hyannis in this Barnstable Patriot Cup Series matchup. Chris Albright joined alongside Connor Shue on another great day for baseball here in Cotuit. And it's been a good one here in this one. A pitcher's duel, you could say, between two guys that started in relief roles and made their way into the starting spot.
I think so. Carson Yassa on the Hyannis side has did a good job of reining things in after struggling with some walks early on in this game, but Cotuit's really given him some trouble.
Kettleers only one hit, but the Kets have had a lot of base runners. The Kets have been walked 3 times. Also a hit by pitch in there as well. Ryan Farber, who's up, he was walked in his first plate appearance. That ball is fouled off. Count will be 1-1 on Farber. He was walked, then he stole a base and came around to score on an RBI double from Caden Bogenpole, who is on deck. Yassa now above the 50-pitch threshold. And he's only recorded 6 outs with those 50-plus pitches. Counts 2-2 on Farber. Farber, the only Kettleer who has faced off against Hyannis in all 4 of the games these two teams have played each other. 2-2. Swing and a miss. The ball is dropped by LaChance, but he'll make the throw down to first in time.
And there's that strikeout stuff Yassa possesses. If he can get the adequate break on his pitches, he can get anyone to swing and miss, even Farber, who doesn't chase too much.
Bogenpole now up. Bogey's been on a bit of a tear as of recent. He's now 3 for his last 3. So a 2-game tear. But, I mean, for the summer that he's been having, it is nice to see him get some quality production in now back-to-back games.
And he came in red hot, hit a homer, and I think that was his first plate appearance, or he walked in his first and then homered dead center here. And after that, went a little cold for a while, but you can see the bat starting to come back around. The talent that he showed so much at Missouri State starting to show through here.
Bogenpole raked a lot at Missouri State. Had 20-plus home runs his freshman season. Here's the 3-1. And Bogenpole works a walk. He's able to do that a lot as well. He's had 50-plus walks in each of his 2 seasons with Missouri State.
Good eye at the plate, and even while he hasn't been able to hit, like we talked about this as well this summer, he's worked plenty of walks. That one right there, it makes number 13 this season already for him.
It's the 4th walk drawn by Cotuit today. Carson Yassa is struggling a bit with the command. He's trying to keep pace with the strikeouts. He's up to 3. Yassa's actually seen the Kettleers already this season. He got the win in the first matchup between these two teams. That was back in June. He was a relief pitcher in that one. He went 2 1/3 innings, allowed no hits, no runs. He walked 4 and struck out 3. He's got an eerily similar stat line right now. Wave and a miss from Natilli. Natilli hit by a pitch in his first plate appearance today, the 11th time this season. And Connor, we were talking, I don't condone this, but if he gets plunked again, I think you have to charge the mound just to send a message to everyone.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it takes a lot of restraint for the amount of times he's gotten hit this summer to at least be a little angry at some of the pitchers out here on Cape, but he stays calm and collected over there in the box.
2-2. You've got to be kidding me. And that is a really interesting call. They're saying he leaned into it. If there's one person on this Cotuit Kettleers roster who would not lean into a pitch, I would guess it's the man who's been hit by them the most this season.
I mean, it looked like that pitch broke in pretty hard to his shoulder, and I don't think he leaned a bit. I mean, that was pretty square on his front side, and Hibbs agrees.
Lauren Hibbs is getting his money's worth talking with Jeffrey Merzel behind the dish. And Hibbs is still getting his change worth. Plenty of pleasantries being said between him and the man calling the balls and strikes.
Got to respect the ability to, even with how displeased he is, you know, he keeps it pretty clean.
Now this all starting with Merzel calling out Jack Natilli, saying he didn't get out of the way of a pitch that plunked him square on his shoulder. And Lauren Hibbs has now been hit with a warning. Hibbs has officially been warned. Merzel bookkeeping to make sure everyone's on the same page. Dean West, all he can do is smile as he's been in the batter's box for now, I'd say a minute and a half without anything being thrown to him.
Merzel's taking his sweet time over there, I'll tell you that much.
Bogenpole is still on first base. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Kets are up 1-0 over Hyannis. Yasa's first offering to West misses upstairs. West today, he's 0 for 1. He grounded out. That pitch misses low, gets away from LaChance, and Bogenpole will take a extra base.
Man, Yasa is all over the place at this point, missing high, low, in, and outside. And that time, all you can do is really just watch these go by and wait for him to challenge you with one.
Count is 2-0 on Dean West. Swung on fly ball towards shallow left field, sinking fast, and it's a great catch from Jeff Luigi. Comes in, dives, and makes the grab. He holds on. Cotuit still up 1-0 over Hyannis. Before we head to this break, Connor, I'll just ask you this one question. Have you heard any more rumblings about Peyton Manka coming up to the booth?
I don't know. I think you'd have to ask him.
All right, we'll see if that works. We'll take a quick break here on Cape League TV.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group. Protecting the possible.
When we see our patient, our philosophy is to not just take care of the isolated pathology or problem that they're here for. We look at the care of a patient as the whole patient, how they hold hands with a spouse or partner, how they engage with their children or grandchildren. These are important things in the equation of how we decide optimal treatment for patients, whether that's non-operative or operative intervention. Every patient gets treated as a family member or as a pro athlete in our mind. We provide concierge level of care. That's how we want it done for our own, and that's what we continue to do here in the greater Boston area.
Top of 4, Cotuit up 1-0 on Hyannis. Chris Albright, Connor Shue, and now the third member of our team, Brooke's been fired. We're joined by Peyton Manka.
What's happening, guys?
Here, we'll get this get the microphone up close to your mouth.
How's that?
There we go.
There we go.
Now the people can hear Peyton Manka.
A little rusty. I haven't been up here before.
Oh no, it's all good. So this is your first time up in the booth. Oh, we'll give a little wave.
There we go.
The booth cam is on.
Perfect.
So Manka, you're a Cotuit pitcher.
Yes,
We've commentated you throwing some strikeouts this summer. Can you describe to everyone how much different the view is up here than where you're normally at on the mound?
Let me tell you, I think this view's a little better. You get to see behind the plate, the umps, zones, the pitch type, and I mean you're more focused on you're like what are you going to throw to the batter. But up here, you can just kind of relax, cheer on your pitchers, and you kind of see like how their ball moves instead of seeing it in the dugout. So it's a little different. So it's pretty cool though.
So we'll ask you here first. You're looking from the dugout or out in the bullpen, but how is Max Haug's stuff looking from up here?
It's awesome. I mean, his fastball's got a little bit of ride or a little bit of sink. His changeup's probably arguably his best pitch. It dives a lot to lefties, but he can throw it to righties. And then his slider, he's got a good slider that runs away to righties, but he'll throw it to lefties too. So he's got a good three-pitch mix. He's got a curveball in there, but he doesn't throw it as much, though.
Now, are you just saying this because he's your roommate?
No, I've played catch with him a handful of times, and it definitely moves. So, especially throwing to the righty, it's pretty cool. So, no, I'm not just saying that to hype him up on the mic. He's got some great stuff out there.
Yeah, he's been dealing today. He's only allowed 3 hits, but no runs have come across the board for him. He's now up to 2 strikeouts.
Oh.
That's Jack Natilli. That's on him. That's not on Haug. How tough is Jack Natilli?
Oh, he's a tough son of a gun. Like, I mean, to be hit 12 times there, but obviously with it not counting. But you guys you kind of called it into existence with being hit. But, I mean, for him to be a catcher and get hit all those times, it's just crazy. Oh, ground ball.
Chopper towards Matthews. He'll come in and make the throw to first. 4-3 on the putout.
But, yeah, he's a tough son of a gun right there. Like, being hit that many times and still catching, especially being here after the All-Star break. I mean, he hasn't caught since Harwich being hit, but he's just tough. Props to him doing all that because I know some guys they'd kind of hang it up and be done because it's just a taxing on the body. So.
Yeah. A lot of all y'all are just out here for the summer after playing a full season of college ball. You've got fall ball fast approaching. There's a ground ball towards Camden Johnson.
Good slider right there.
Great slider from Haug. We'll talk more about just how this summer is going from a player standpoint after this break. It's another 1-2-3 inning worked by Max Haug. Cotuit up 1-0 over Hyannis.
Cape Cod 5 is proud to be the official banking partner of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Cape Cod 5 offers a broad range of financial products and services tailored for every stage in your financial journey. Reach out to us. We're here to help.
Here at the Mass State Lottery, we're known for our monster wins. But there's no bigger win than the $1 billion we provide each year to support all 351 cities and towns in Massachusetts. In our game, we know that supporting local businesses and helping communities is how we all win. Because at the lottery, we're all playing for the home team. The Mass State Lottery. Welcome to the state of winning.
There hasn't been a ton of training when it comes to bat speed or products for players to be able to train bat speed. You can improve your bat speed and reach your goals working 10 to 15 minutes a day on this a couple of times a week. That's a no-brainer for every player.
If you can dream it, if you can cruise in it, if you can summer in it, fish from it, or take it for a day at the beach, we can protect it. The Baldwin Group, protecting the possible.
Bottom of 4, Carson Yasser remains out on the mound. He'll be facing Luke Matthews, Case Sanderson, Taggart Tyson. We're joined up here by Peyton Manka, Cotuit pitcher. And Peyton, we were talking a little bit before the break just about how this summer's kind of smack dab, in between your college season and fall ball season. Are these guys beginning to just feel it, especially maybe some fatigue for those who have been out here all summer?
Oh, 100%. Because, I mean, you're playing 6 days a week with an off day. It's like, obviously at school you just play 3 days and you kind of have an off day before the midweek, and then you have the rest of the week just to prepare. But, I mean, every day you're out here just grinding, just getting extra work in, and just a taxing on the body. So the recovery aspect out here is definitely priority. But it's been fun, though, just meeting new guys, making new connections, and memories you won't forget.
And when you're playing so much, you got to take care of your body. You mentioned recovery, and you got to eat right too.
Yeah.
So what are you usually going with pregame snack wise? Because we see the raspberries in front of you. So maybe one of the choices.
Yeah, definitely. For lunch, I'll usually go with salad with some grilled chicken. Well, I'll start in the morning. In the morning, I can just do some eggs. If I have some grilled chicken, I'll throw some in. Lunch, I'll go salad with some grilled chicken. And then after I throw, I like to hammer the fruit with like some raspberries, bananas, watermelon, like a little protein shake. So keeping it lean so I can recover as fast as I can to get back on the mound.
Grilled chicken's the focal point, it sounds like.
Oh, yeah. The host family always has grilled chicken, so I can't complain with a little extra protein.
Base hit up the middle for Luke Matthews. He's reached twice today. That one his first via a hit. Cotuit continuing to produce with limited outs on the board. No outs here in the bottom of the fourth. The batter, Case Sanderson, he was walked in his first plate appearance.
He actually faced, I think, a teammate. I think the starting pitcher was from Nebraska, or this kid
yeah,
still is.
Yeah.
So it's a little school matchup right here.
Couple of Huskers. Now, you just wrapped up your year at Florida State. Have you seen any fellow Knowles out here?
Yeah, I've seen a bunch. Miles Bailey was over in Hyannis. One of the new transfers, Trey Beard, I got to see him pitch here, got to meet him. Cool kid. We have about 4 Knowles on Brewster. One of them is transferring, though, but we'll see all of them up there on Sunday. Ooh, good back pick.
Close play at first. Matthews is safe.
And I got a Knoll on the team, Nick Greeny. So it's been kind of cool seeing everybody around, not outside of Tallahassee. So seeing him up here playing ball, just awesome.
Is Cotuit much different than Tallahassee?
Oh, definitely. It's a lot quieter, I'll tell you that. But it's a nice little scenery. Not much going on. Always some great days for some baseball. Can't complain.
So you see a lot of guys that you were teammates with at college. How often do you run into guys that you played with maybe in your youth at like the Little League level or in high school?
I've actually ran into quite a amount. Just like Harwich, Brewster. I mean, they're all scattered over the place. So, I mean, just to catch up with a couple that I haven't seen in a couple of years, that's been really cool. And then obviously just seeing them up in the Cape because it's some of the best players in the country. So seeing them succeed and make it here is just really cool.
Count is 1-2 on Sanderson. Now even. Sanderson was followed by Taggart Tyson. Both of those guys were issued back-to-back 4-pitch walks. Mank, as a pitcher, how do you really go guy by guy and not let those at-bats get away from you?
It's just attacking first pitch. If you can get down first pitch strike and get to 0-2 as quick as possible, you have more leanway with maybe throwing a breaker in the dirt, throwing a high fastball to give them a chase. You just get more leanway, and they could be first pitch hacking too. So if you throw a strike and
that ball gets away from LaChance. Matthews with a head of steam. He'll reach third safely. So it was a walk issued to Sanderson, and then Matthews with some heads-up base running, able to swipe third on that wild pitch from Yasa. The control just continuing to get away from him.
You don't see the first to third on a pass ball too often anymore. It's kind of hard with definitely base running. Some guys get gas going to second, but Matthews has the wheels to do that, so I haven't seen that one in a while.
I was going to say, would you say he's one of the better base runners on the team?
Yeah, he's definitely. We got a lot of them, like him, Cam Johnson. Dean's got some wheels. I mean, even look at Farber. Farber just gets good jumps.
Bunt fouled behind the plate, and LaChance will take a breath.
I think it got him in the wrong spot.
He's been banged up a little bit. He had that little trip on first on his base hit. Oof. These catchers are just taking attacks. It's crazy.
They really are. And it's been a lot of the summer. Got a feel for the men behind the dish.
They do a lot of work, and we don't appreciate it as much as we should.
No, catchers matter too.
Exactly. It's one way to say it.
How important would you say having a good relationship with your catcher is?
Oh, it's literally one of the most important things as a pitcher and catcher because they just know, like, all your movements. Like, just calling pitches, and because obviously you don't want to keep shaking. So, like, they know, like, how your ball moves, like, when you want to throw it, where should you throw it, how it runs. If you have a good connection like that, it's just, like, so connected.
1-1. Now, with this relationship that you have with catchers, a lot of it is at the diamond. Does that bleed off the diamond as well? Do you typically find yourself just with battery mates in life outside of things?
Oh, 100%. Obviously, with all the connections I've made here, we've all tried to hang out.
There we go. There's another run for Cotuit. Almost a double play turn, but Taggart Tyson able to leg it out.
Yeah, so, like, we'll try to go to the beach on the off days. Obviously, we don't have too many off days, so we try to make the best out of them. But, like, these are just connections you'll make for the rest of your life. Even with, like, college baseball, if you play their team, you get to say what's up before the series starts. And even, like, outside of baseball, if you see them, like, out grabbing a bite to eat or anything. So, like, the connections you make are very, very important, and they last for a long time.
Meeting on the mound, and it looks like Yasa's day is done. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. We'll have a new pitcher for Hyannis. Cotuit with a runner on base. We'll take a quick break and return here on Cape League TV.
There's a 0 chance that you'll want to miss our 0% for 72 months offer. For a limited time, CAT is offering 0% on the purchase of many new small excavators. That's 0% for better performance, 0% for next generation features.
Great machine. It's quite impressive.
0% for work tools too. But there's a 0% chance this offer will last. So contact Milton Cat before there's 0 time left. One source has it all. The pros' go-to rental choice for the newest and most reliable equipment for any job. One source that has a team you can rely on, the people and a name you trust, with the tools you need. One source with a location near you and wherever the work takes you. Milton Rents, the right equipment when and where you need it.
New pitcher on the bump for Hyannis. Mason Russell takes control of things, replacing Carson Yassa, who worked 4 1/3 innings in his outing. Russell, 6 foot flat and 195, plays his college ball at the U of A in Arizona. This will be his 5th appearance of the summer.
They made a good run this year, too.
They did.
Going down big against UNC the first game and then having to come back those two. I mean, really, it's really impressive, especially being in Chapel Hill. Like, that environment's not hard, pretty hard to play in. So them doing that, it's like a hats off moment right there. They had good pitching that weekend, and it worked off for them.
What do they call it? Chapel Thrill?
I think so.
It's pretty electric in North Carolina.
A lot of blue and white there.
A lot of blue and white. Arizona's had a good baseball team. They've built themselves a little powerhouse.
And state.
Yeah, they have been.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about Arizona State.
You're not a big Arizona State fan?
No, you know, GCU, we're like 20 minutes away from ASU, so it's
the
not.
Sun Devils?
Yeah, it's not quite, big old rivalry, but it's more of one than GCU and U of A.
Yeah.
And batters, the leadoff man, Camden Johnson. He's 0 for 2 today.
I mean, GCU had a top 10 pick, Jacob Wilson.
Yeah,
right?
Jay Willie with the Athletics.
Yep.
Not Oakland anymore.
Athletics now.
The West Sacramento,
or
yeah,
something.
geez.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
He's been playing really well.
He has.
I think he was leading the league at 1 point and hits.
All-star, too?
Yep.
All-star starter.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, my boy Jamie Arnold just got picked up by the A's. 11th overall,
Yeah.
so it was pretty cool to see him get drafted.
The A's have some good young talent.
And they got Devin Taylor.
Exactly, yeah, that's a hell of
They got Devin
that's a-
Taylor in the second. in the second
Whoa, hold on.
In the second round.
Count is 1-2 now on Camden Johnson. Jeez.
You know, sometimes we just start talking and then we say things we probably shouldn't on the broadcast, and then we just start laughing for like minutes at a time.
I remember watching back a couple weeks ago and you started bringing up the big ticket thing. You guys,
Yeah.
you guys could not stop laughing. I thought that was hilarious.
It's a good nickname, man. Well, what's the origin?
So one of the kids at Florida State my freshman year, he transferred from West Virginia, Noah Short. He was actually a Kettleer one summer. He had one of his teammates was a big lefty, and his grandfather would always come to the game, and he would be like, "Hey, I'm big lefty, hit the big mitt." And he started saying that to me, and everybody started calling me Big Ticket, and it just kind of stuck. So it's kind of like a staple at FSU now, which is pretty cool.
You've brought it on Cape.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool seeing the ESPN guys start saying it, so I knew it was legit when they were saying it. So it was pretty cool.
Oh, they were throwing it out on the All-Star Game broadcast?
They were?
Is that what you're saying?
Like ESPN down at school.
Yeah.
Like when all our games are being streamed.
I see what you're saying.
They obviously saw it on like the ACC network and stuff, so they started saying it, so I thought that was pretty cool.
That's when you've made it. If you're getting referred to by your nickname on a broadcast, it's a good nickname.
Yeah, I like it.
We told you this, but Connor and I have taken it upon the liberty of ourselves to start calling all of the pitchers for Cotuit Big Ticket.
Yeah.
So
at least the guys who are, I think, 6'5" plus
At
is
least,
the
yeah,
threshold.
they got to be a little tall.
Yeah.
Or you got to call them the little ticket.
Little ticket.
who?
I don't know if we'll do anyone like that on the
No,
broadcast.
you can't do that. You can't do that. Maybe off the mic.
Yeah.
But.
We'll pocket that here.
Let's see. We could call Ryan Buckler and Kyle Remington. Those are the 6-foot guys.
Yeah, we got a pretty big pitching staff.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool, too. A lot of big guys.
Chris is the little ticket.
He's definitely the little ticket.
I'm the littlest ticket.
Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong.
No, we're all special in our own ways.
Exactly. As long as you think of it in a positive way.
Yeah. I can be the littlest ticket. That's a solid nickname.
Yeah.
Maybe ACC Network will start calling me that.
Oh.
Soft shot into shallow left, coming into play at Luigi. He dives, and it's in front of him. Cotuit will score for the third time today. An RBI double from Zan von Schlegel.
Little broken bat right there. Firewood now.
Throw it on the bonfire, Zan. Welcome to Cotuit. He is...
It's been two broken bats.
Two broken bats for him.
Both teams.
Von Schlegel, just his second RBI of the summer. But he's been a recent addition, and he's finding his groove here in Cotuit.
Those definitely stink as a pitcher when you get some weak contact, broken bat, and it gets out there for a hit.
Yeah, are you just sitting there
You're
praying your guy gets to it?
You're like, oh, sweet, broken bat. And then all of a sudden you just see it slip right on over the shortstop down.
Just skunked on it.
But, hey, it happens.
Ryan Farber, the switch hitter up. He's batting right-handed now against the lefty Mason Russell. Cotuit up 3-0 over Hyannis. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth.
Yeah, this is his first at-bat righty this game. He had 2 lefty. It's just really cool to see him swinging from both sides at the level he's doing it at. It's pretty cool.
Because he had the Brewster game where I think he had a hit from each side in that big 14-run inning. That was fun.
Yeah, that was in 1 inning, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
To our knowledge,
that might be one of the first times, I think.
It was the first time in Cape League history it happened.
Yeah, that's really cool. I got to see a kid at school hit a home run from both sides in a game. Which is pretty cool.
Got to shout him out now.
Drew Farreau.
Okay.
He was out in the Cape a couple summers ago. I don't know which team he was for.
2-1, ground ball towards third. McKay across the diamond, another high throw. but Camacho is able to get a toe back on the bag. Cotuit plates 2 in the home half of the fourth. The Kets now up 3-0 over the Harbor Hawks. And when we return, Peyton Mank on the play-by-play.
The Kettleers 50-50 raffle is brought to you by 4 Seas Ice Cream in Centerville, the oldest ice cream shop in Massachusetts. They've been in business 91 years, carrying many of the same unbelievable flavors. Visit 4 Seas Ice Cream and taste the difference. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets now.
From bean to bite, sip, savor, and share a moment at Cape Cod Coffee. Their 2 Mashpee locations include the perfect brunch spot at Mashpee Commons and a lunch and dinner restaurant with a full bar right off Route 130. Cape Cod Coffee has also opened a new location in Wareham Crossing, where you can indulge in delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. Visiting any of these locations will leave you absolutely thrilled. Cape Cod Coffee is a proud sponsor of the Cotuit Kettleers.
The Kettleers are sponsored by longtime Cotuit residents Pat and John Callahan of Kinlan Grover Compass. With over 4 decades of experience in commercial lending and real estate, Pat and John are the go-to choice for all things real estate in Cotuit and surrounding towns. Visit them at 681 Falmouth Road in Mashpee. That's the Callahans from Kinlan Grover Compass, proud sponsors and longtime fans of the Kettleers.
We're back here in the bottom of the, or top of the 5th. Yeah, we got top of the 5th. Haug still on the bump. Tossing a good game, giving up 3 hits so far, no runs. What does the got for pitches here?
On the day, he is at 50 flat, 30 strikes.
Nice. All right. So he's throwing a lot of strikes, a lot of weak ground balls. That's all you got to do up here. Just throw those strikes, get some weak ground outs, and, I mean, you're going to have an amazing defense behind you. So, like, you just pitch the contact, it's just let the defense do everything else for you. Ooh, got a ball outside from Haug.
Now Camacho, one of 3 Harbor Hawks with a hit today.
Ball low.
I will say, I thought when we were talking we could throw in the little announcer accent. Are we not doing that anymore?
I don't know yet. I mean, Farber already got another ball outside. I feel like that'd have to be more of like announcing them, you know? But
Well,
we got
yeah.
we got some funny ones with Ryan Farber because of how the guy announced. He's like, Ryan Farber, boy Eagles. So we always make fun of that. Here we go.
Gotta love Roy. He's got the old school broadcaster accent right there.
He was at the All-Star game, so he was announcing all that, which was pretty cool.
Got a bit of a Boston drawl, too.
Yeah. Oh, a little liner over Matthews. That's his 2nd hit of the day.
Yep, a pair of singles for Camacho. He was the only Harbor Hawk who had multiple hits against Cotuit earlier this season in the game at Hyannis. Now he's the only Harbor Hawk with multiple hits here today.
It looks like Max is done for the day. Tim O'Connor's coming out to the mound.
Any final words of support for your roommate?
I mean, hey, he just threw 5 innings, 4 hits, no runs. I mean, he did his job today. He threw a lot of strikes, got ground balls, let the defense do all the work for him. I mean, can't ask for much more from a starting pitcher like that.
Another great start from Max Haug, his 3rd of the season. And he'll walk out to applause from Kets fans. We'll take a break. New pitcher coming up for Cotuit.
Kets Baseball is brought to you by Beacon Gardens, Osterville's premier garden center. You'll find everything you need to beautify your home at Beacon Gardens, where quality products and excellent customer service make them Osterville's premier garden center. Visit Beacon Gardens on Osterville and West Barnstable Road.
Wake up to Cape Cod's finest coffee. Cape Cod Coffee roasts fresh daily using only the finest beans. With a wide variety of options, from light to dark, flavored to decaf, there's something for everyone. Visit locally in Mashpee Commons and off Route 130 in Mashpee, or venture over the bridge to Wareham Crossing, where each location offers a full bar and menu. Proudly supporting the Cotuit Kettleers, Cape Cod Coffee is passionate about our brews and our community.
You'll be ready to power up when the power goes out with generator maintenance and service from RCA Electric and Mashpee. From preventative maintenance plans to 24/7 emergency service, trust RCA to keep your generator humming. Call us or visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
He's already thrown 21 2/3 this summer. Only allowed 6 earned runs, sitting at a 2.49 ERA.
That definitely plays up here in the Cape. So.
Oh, that would, yeah.
He's got the stuff for it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think he's fastball, cutter, changeup, maybe a slider or curve in there.
I think he's got a really good changeup.
Yeah.
How's it been hanging with Halvey this summer?
Oh, he's awesome. I mean, anytime he's got a second to be on his phone, he's always on Clash. So it's funny seeing all these guys. They love their Clash. So we made a little clan, and we're always playing like triple drafts and playing each other. So it gets pretty competitive off the field with that. So it's pretty cool.
Who are some of those good guys on the team?
Definitely Wyatt. James Hayes was good. Luke Lavin's good. Bo Sampson was good. So, good amount of guys that are good. I'm not as good as them. I like to just play to have fun. But
who has the most trophies?
I think Nolan Stevens. He's got all the elite cards and all upgrades. I don't know. That's out of my knowledge. I'm not that good.
He's on a different level.
Oh, he's on a way different level. He's been playing for a long time.
You think he's paid money to
play? We've all said he has, given him some crap, but he said he didn't, so I'm gonna have to believe him on that one.
Maybe one of those guys who's been playing since he was like 10 years old.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the game's been out for I don't know how long now.
Long time.
Steven speaks the truth. He's a man of it.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take his word on that one. I always give him crap though, so.
I'll say I was a Clash of Clans guy first.
I'm a big Clash of Clans guy.
Love Clash of Clans.
It's fun. Brings back memories from middle school.
I think everyone had a big Clash of Clans phase back then.
Oh, definitely on the iPad.
Oh, yeah.
Put it on the iPad.
Good times.
Oh, yeah. Brings back good memories.
What town hall were you?
I think I might be at 12 right now.
Okay.
I kind of log in every, 3 months, so.
Just upgrade some things.
Yeah. Collect all that loot. Get
nice.
Max loot and to spend it on walls in about 2 seconds, so.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, and you don't log back on for another couple months.
Exactly.
Halvey's got 1-2 on Miles Davis. Ball past Tilly for ball 2. How you say that? Camacho?
Camacho.
Yeah.
He's on third.
Camacho on third. He advanced to second on an E1 on the pickoff attempt, and
then he just got back there on a little pass ball.
Now they're calling it the wild pitch. They're knocking the pitcher.
Oh, wow. We got 2-2 to Davis. Foul ball. Good fan base today at Lowell Park.
Yeah, I mean, it's a
pretty
beautiful
packed.
day. I mean, I think each grandstand looks full.
Which is always good, even though they're getting blasted with some sun, but at least they're supporting the Cats. A little strike 3 for Wyatt Havelson.
That's a good pitch. I think that looked like the slider to me. I don't know.
It was 88, so it could be either the cutter. I think the cutter.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to go with the cutter there.
We don't get the velo on it, or the spin rate here.
So if that's a slider, that's a really hard slider. They need him to teach me that. So there's the curveball. There's the curveball for strike one. Got Schaffner. Schaffner up to the plate. 0-1. Fastball outside for ball one.
If I'm not mistaken, you've pitched against some of these guys, right? Because you had the last Hyannis game.
Yeah. Looking at the lineup cards, it's definitely a completely different lineup. Oh, another curveball in there for strike two. He's been spinning that pretty well. Yeah, it's definitely a different lineup looking at it from last time I pitched with a lot of guys leaving for before All-Star break. But no, they're a good squad. Looked like a fastball for strike three, a little check swing. Got 2 outs.
Back-to-back punch-outs for Halvey.
Got Owen Prince up.
Here, we'll go back and see your line against Hyannis. What day was that? Was that the second?
That was early in the month.
Yeah, that was the second.
Here, I've got the schedule pulled up
right
here.
there, I think.
Yeah, so let's see. Who would you have struck? You went 5 complete.
Camacho was up there. He's still there.
Yeah, you ended the day with 4 strikeouts in a row. You were dialed at the end.
When I got into there after the strikeout, I'm like, all right, I want to punch the side right here. Finish, empty the tank, finish on a good note. And all my stuff was just still playing, and I ended up doing that, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, looking at that lineup, I think it's just Camacho.
I think McKay might have been in there too.
Charlie Bates.
Yeah, Charlie Bates, you did strike out Charlie Bates, and he's on deck right now.
Second. Yeah. Bates, McKay, and Camacho. Those are the only 3 that still stand from that lineup that day.
Man, things move fast here, huh?
Oh, it's crazy. It's definitely it's just weird because, you come in with a squad of guys and then you make all those connections. Strike outside, 3-1. But no, you make some great connections, and even with Ty leaving, he just left after his last outing against Falmouth. You just make some good connections, and it stinks to see them leave, but summer ball. Oh, another strike outside, 3-2.
And he shoved in that last game.
Yeah, so I was just told he threw 4 innings, 38 pitches.
Wow.
Yeah, jeez.
That's 9 pitches an inning almost. That's just the definition of getting contact on some first pitches. Oh, he almost had him.
Thought that almost got the corner.
Wow,
Guess not.
Walk to Owen Prince. He's got some wheels. After seeing him get that base hit, he was flying around first.
He's got some speed.
He played in the league I called games in last year, so I've seen this guy, and he's...
Where'd he play at?
Virginia Military Institute.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah. He
Nice.
had, I think, 50 stolen bags last year.
Oh, wow.
Crazy numbers.
I think I saw, was it VIT with a lot of bags this year?
I think VMI.
They had 4 guys with 30 plus.
It was
and I was
insane.
They must be just stealing first pitch. It's
he's one of them.
Yeah. We got 1-0. 1-0 to Bates. Oh, he's off. Ooh. Good snap from Matilli. That was a close one.
I like the throwback to Ferd. Catch him off guard.
Yeah,
but
because you're going to think he's throwing it the second. You just snap it right on down. Especially with Matilli. He's got a plus arm. His ball just flies. It's crazy seeing a catcher with an arm like that.
Is that nice having a guy like that behind the plate?
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Halvey's throwing that curve a lot. Landing it, it's nice and slow, landing it for a strike so it fools the hitter. But yeah, because if you got a good time to the plate and you're quick and somebody steals and you give them a good pitch, it's night and day. It's just bang bang. We got 1-2 to Bates. Curve again for a foul. He's trusting that curve right now. It looks pretty good.
So I Googled it. VMI broke the NCAA stolen base season record this past year with 192.
Holy smokes. That's 30. Oh, wow. Dang. Ooh, curve for a ball. We got 2-2 to Bates. Bates punched his last at-bat. And he had a little 5-3 his first at-bat. Halverson's come set 2-2. Looks like a heater for an outside strike. base swung. Nice little inning, leaving the guy on third after an error and a pass, a little wild pitch, but that's why those Penn guys come in so they can hold them. Good inning from Wyatt.
We'll take a quick break. Cotuit up 3-0 over Hyannis. Bottom of the 5th when we return. Beacon Gardens is a proud sponsor of the Kets, Osterville's premier garden center. Located on Osterville, West Barnstable Road, Beacon Gardens prides itself on quality products and excellent customer service. Check out their tremendous assortment of garden products. That's Beacon Gardens, Osterville's premier garden center.
Boston Hand to Shoulder, trusted orthopedic specialist for athletes and everyday people, is your go-to team for Boston's professional athletes and people across New England. So if an injury is slowing you down, Boston Hand to Shoulder is now on Cape Cod. Call 617-965-HAND for all your hand and upper extremity needs. Go Cats!
Need an ice cream fix this summer? Stop by the Four Seas Ice Cream in Centerville, the oldest ice cream shop in Massachusetts. They've been in business 91 years, carrying many of the same unbelievable flavors. Visit Four Seas Ice Cream and taste the difference.
All right, we got Caden Bogenpole up. We got Jack Natilli and Dean West following. Bogenpole had a good rip his first at-bat. Nice double down the line. I know Coach Hibbs got fired up. He was pretty pumped. We got a ball inside. Yeah, I haven't seen Hibbs fired up like that in a while, so seeing Bogenpole rip that down the line and Farber scoring, Hibbs got pretty pumped up, so that was awesome. Fired up the dugout. We got 1-0. Broken bat. I think that's Bogenpole's like 7th broken bat of the year.
He swings it fast,
yeah, man. Like, and that firewood ain't cheap either. So, with him, that's like his 7th broken bat. I feel bad for the guy.
Now, did he bring a lot up, or is that something you just have to get up here?
I feel like he's got to have a lot shipped up to him because you bring up 3-4 bats and those go by pretty quick. So. Yeah, we got Natilli up. He had a hit by pitch his first at bat. And obviously he got hit the second time, but they said that he leaned into it. But if that was at school, you're going right to the booth. You got to challenge that.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we scored. Did we score 2 that inning?
It was the inning after,
After it? Okay. Ooh, hard hit ball. Over the right fielder's head. Round first. Standing up at second. He's got some opposite power juice. I've never seen a catcher with that much juice. Because obviously back a couple weeks ago, he had an opposite field grand slam at Wareham.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think all his homers were Oppo.
Yeah,
at least it
I mean,
looked
and
like
then he had that one dead center, which was
smoked.
That's
right.
But I mean, yeah, he just hits the ball hard. It's crazy. Now we got Dean West up. He had a 4-3 and an L7. A little left-on-left action with Natilli on second. Here comes the pitch. Ball down. Yeah, Dean's been a big plus in the outfield playing left for us. Obviously with him picking up all that ground. Hits the ball pretty hard, and he's laid down a couple good bunts for us too. So he's been a great pickup from mid-season. Comes the pitch, another ball outside.
Good eye too.
Yeah, a lot of the guys on the team have a great eye, so that's another plus. Like, one of the best guys I've seen was Andrew Wiggins. Like, he walked a lot. I know he walked like 4 times one game. It was just like, it was crazy.
I think he had like a 450 on base percentage when he left.
And obviously, with a guy having plus speed like him, being on base all the time, it just helps out so much with getting guys over or stealing, reading pass balls, dirt balls, like anything like that.
Kind of gets the pitcher in their head a little bit,
Yeah,
right?
definitely. Because if you're a lefty and you look at first and you know that guy can run, it kind of just plays a little mind game with you. A little fly ball to third. I think it's staying in for the out.
There's a lot of guys who have good eyes. I think Nolan Stevens also had a 4-walk game.
In Bourne.
Yeah.
I think it was in Bourne. We got Eddie Matthews up. He had to hit his last at-bat up the middle.
He's got a good swing.
Yeah. He plays a really good shortstop, too. Him and Farber in the middle infield. Faba. That's a great one. Ryan Faba. Here comes the pitch. Goes with that little curveball in for a strike. What a beautiful day out today. It was a little hot pregame, but we had a little breeze going on, so it's making the conditions a little better to play in.
It's nice and cool out there.
Yeah. Another curveball in there for a strike. Man, that just fools you sometimes with just a nice, like, loopy curveball. You think it's going to be up, and then all of a sudden it just breaks down. Just a tough pitch to read sometimes. Here comes the 0-2. Wow, tripled up on it.
It's, you said it, it's tough to see, at least, so much up and down action.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of him, but he's got a good pitch on his hands.
I know they have a really good pitch development over in Arizona, so I know they're in great hands. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fastball slapped out.
Yeah, they do some good pitching down in Tucson.
Definitely.
Not sure about Tempe, but
but I know they have the drive line facility out there where
Yeah.
a lot of the pro guys go out in Arizona, so
it's a baseball hotbed.
yeah, there's so much obviously with
Yeah.
minor league parks and Scottsdale and all that, so there's just so much going on. Little back move, keep him honest over at second.
Even got the complex league down in Arizona.
Yep. They got
Wild
everything.
ball.
And those conditions are hot to play in.
Yeah.
I thought Florida was hot. I can only imagine what Arizona's like.
Gets brutal.
Here comes the 0-2. Another curveball. He's liking that curveball right now. He's got a good feel for it.
Looks like this guy got drafted out of high school in the 20th round back in 24.
By the Cincinnati Reds. Nice. He's from Arizona, too.
Queen Creek.
Nice. There you go, another ball. And we got 2-2 to Matthews. Yeah, Matthews got a good eye these last couple of pitches, battling off some pitches, seeing some. Here he comes, the 2-2. Another curveball. Good at bat. Started off 0-2, fouled a couple off. Saw a couple up and down. That's what you get up here. You just get some great at bats. Pitchers are awesome. Obviously, the hitters are awesome. So it's good at bat right here. Here we go. Let's see what happens. 3-2. Little jam. And that's out number 3.
Little fly ball in the infield to end things in the 5th. Kets are still up by 3 over the Hobahawks.
Halvey's going right back on out for his second inning of work, so we'll be right back with you.
The Kettleers Call to the Bullpen is brought to you by longtime Cotuit residents Pat and John Callahan of Kinlan Grover Compass. With over 4 decades of experience in commercial lending and real estate, Pat and John are the go-to choice for all things in real estate in Cotuit and surrounding towns. Visit them at 618 Falmouth Road in Mashpee. That's the Callahans from Kinlan Grover Compass, proud sponsors and longtime fans of the Kettleers.
Boston Hand to Shoulder are a proud sponsor of the Cotuit Kettleers, trusted orthopedic specialist for athletes and everyday people. Their expert team treats everything from sports injuries to everyday wear and tear, helping patients of all ages get back to what they love. Boston Hand to Shoulder is now on the Cape. Call 617-965-HAND for all your hand and upper extremity needs.
Be safe and comfortable in your home in any season with a Generac automatic standby generator from RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. RCA does it all from consultation to installation to maintenance. For more information, visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
Back in the top of the sixth, Halverson's back up to the back on the mound. And we got Parker Brocious. Is that how you say it?
Parker Brocious.
Brocious, all right. He's had a line out to center field and then a K. Halvey with a strike one. He's been getting ahead, and that's what's been helping him out. Just getting ahead, and he can just allow his stuff to work. Here comes pitch two. Curveball for a ball down.
Seems like he likes working that outside part of the plate to righties.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, if they're crowding the plate, you can get a little outside pitch, and they could chase it. There goes a ball down for, got him to chase right there, just like what we were talking about. We got 1-2.
What do you think he goes with here?
I want to go cutter. I think he's going to stick with the cutter. Oh, there goes the curve. Strike three down.
Nasty stuff.
There's out one for Halverson. Who we got up here?
This is
Jeff
Luigi.
Luigi.
Duke guy.
Okay. Yeah, they just had a new coaching staff change.
That's right. They got the guy from, their guy went to Virginia,
yeah,
right?
Their staff went to Virginia. There's strike one, Halvey down low. And then the pitching coach for Wake Forest grabbed the gig over at Duke. So they got a whole new coaching staff over there.
I feel like you see a big program like that get shuffled around staff-wise like once a year at least.
Yeah, because, I mean, those big-time jobs as a head coach don't come up too often. So when you have the opportunity,
got to go and take it.
yeah, exactly. You have to. There's that curveball in for strike two. He's been trusting that thing today. It's been working for him.
It's probably, I think some would argue it's his best pitch.
Yeah, I mean, backing that off with the cutter and the fastball and the change, it's just like a good mix. Here goes 1-2. Little foul ball. Ooh, he's going right for those cars. That's why I try to park as far away as possible.
All the way out in the corner. I mean, I feel like I'm well protected. I'm out there in the street. I think
you're well protected, especially when Halvey's throwing. Never know, he could be throwing a ball over there. There's a ground ball over the first.
Yeah,
foul.
he had the one that he threw over the press box, right?
Oh yeah, that was really funny. The ball was a little slippery, you said.
Yeah, that'll happen to you.
I've never seen it in my life though.
Never that high.
I've never seen it that high. Here comes the 1-2. Got a ground ball up the middle.
Man, that's a good try by Matthews.
Matthews made a good effort on that. Just a tad up the middle.
Now Ryan McKay.
He was I saw him at the All-Star game. He's pretty cool to talk to.
Michigan State guy.
Yep.
I think I saw it was his freshman year. He struck out 10 times, and it was, I think, 150 at-bats.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, great eye. Good contact bat.
There's a strike. Heater.
Oh, got some defensive changes for the Kets, actually. It looks like Nolan Stevens is in right field and Case Sanderson's at first.
How'd they get that past us? We didn't even notice that.
I don't know. They show the little update here on the stat page, but
that slipped right past us. Usually we're on point with all that.
yeah, geez, hey, we got it now. That's
Yeah,
what matters.
At least you said something. We got 0-1 to McKay. Here comes a heater. Fly ball out to Dean in the left for out number 2. We got 2 outs. Top of the 6th for Halverson.
I feel like he's a guy who's got starting in his future. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I'd say so. Then we got Dylan LaChance. Or Dayton. Is it Dayton LaChance?
Dayton LaChance.
Dayton LaChance.
Tough name.
I know. I thought it said Dylan up here, but Dayton. Comes the 0-0 pitch from Halverson. Like you said, he likes that outside corner. He paints it real well.
Really good control on that side.
Yeah, him and Natili are working really good together right now.
I'm sure Natili's happy he's back behind the dish.
Yeah, I mean, he got a good – nope, there's that curveball for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Yeah, because he hasn't caught in a while. He's just been DHing to give his body a little rest, but it's good to see him back behind there working.
Hasn't skipped a beat?
Nope, never does. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Wyatt. It looked like a cutter there. Cutter for a swinging foul. Something from the pitch Colin fell off the knee.
I think he fouled that off Natili's mask.
It's always something. It's always something back there with them.
Get a lot of pitch count problems, it looks like.
Can't trust technology these days.
No.
Can't trust it. There's that heater outside for a fly ball out to Nolan. Oh, and he makes up a wow.
What a catch.
Catch right on the fence. Wyatt's hats off to Nolan Stevens. How about that defensive replacement, huh?
Yeah, Nolan going out there and making a spectacular catch.
Making a name for himself.
That one might have been gone if not, but looks like we've got some action on the on-deck circle. Brooke Kilgore with Chris Albright. I think they can go.
Is that the little ticket?
The little ticket's
Is that the
out
little
there.
ticket?
Oh boy, I think they're about to go. Hold on, we gotta be quiet for a second.
Mr. Pants, I don't know how well you can see him on camera, but they're a beaut, I have to say. First of all, how did you choose these? Where did this come from?
Okay, so Vineyard Vines, a Boston staple up here, had a sale on these. They're lobsters on khaki pants with a lot of different like sailing flag patterns. So it's like lobsters all across the pants, and they kind of just scream Cotuit.
Okay, they scream Cotuit. Now I have to ask, seeing the lobster design, have you ever had a lobster roll or lobster in general?
Never. No lobster. No lobster here.
That seems like a little bit of a crime out here in Boston, doesn't it?
Well, you know what? I think Peyton, Connor, and I will go get some lobster rolls after the meal or after the game tonight.
Sounds good. Throwing it back up to you guys in the booth.
He's never had lobster?
I guess not. That's unbelievable.
That has to be a crime.
It is up.
The Kettleers Interns and the very popular T-shirt toss is brought to you by Paul J. Casalt & Sons, certified roofing experts, proudly serving Cape Cod and Plymouth since 1927. If you've got roofing, siding, or gutter needs, let the Casalt family take care of your family.
Hi, Connor Shue here. Beacon Gardens is Osterville's premier garden center. Located on Osterville and West Barnstable Road, Beacon Gardens prides itself on quality products and excellent customer service. Check out their tremendous assortment of garden products. That's Beacon Gardens, Osterville's premier garden center.
You'll be ready to power up when the power goes out with generator maintenance and service from RCA Electric in Mashpee. From preventative maintenance plans to 24/7 emergency service, trust RCA to keep your generator humming. Call us or visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. Generating trust.
Be safe and comfortable in your home in any season with a Generatic automatic standby generator from RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. RCA does it all, from consultation to installation to maintenance. For more information, visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
Hi, Connor Shue here. Wake up to Cape Cod's finest coffee. Cape Cod coffee roasts fresh daily, using only the finest beans. With a wide variety of options from light to dark, flavored to decaf, there's something for everyone. Visit locally at Mashpee Commons and off Route 130 in Mashpee, or venture over the bridge to Wareham Crossing, where each location offers a full bar and menu. Proudly sponsoring the Cotuit Kettleers, Cape Cod Coffee is passionate about our brews and our community.
Boston Hand to Shoulder, trusted orthopedic specialist for athletes and everyday people, is a proud sponsor of the Cotuit Kettleers. They're the go-to team for Boston's professional athletes and people across New England. So if an injury is slowing you down, Boston Hand to Shoulder is now on Cape Cod. Call 617-965-HAND for all your hand and upper extremity needs.
We're back here, top of the 7th. Halverson's going out for his 3rd inning of work. I mean, he's been tossing a good game, using all 4 pitches. And we got, who we got up here? Gabe Camacho.
Gabe Camacho.
He's 2 for 2 on the day with a couple hits. We got 0-1 to Camacho. See what Halverson's got. Looks like a heater outside. Like, man, he loves that outside pitch, like you said.
He really does. Works the.
He's commanding it really well.
Oh, for sure. He is all over the strike zone today.
Ooh, there goes the curveball in the dirt for strike 3. Natili on down to first. Good pitch for Halverson. So that's why it's nice getting up 0-2. You got some stuff you can get away with right there. Because if he doesn't swing at that pitch, it's a waste pitch. Now you're 1-2 and you still got 2 more balls to work with.
Then you work in a fastball or something maybe, or whatever plays off that, right?
Yeah. I mean, Halverson's got 5 Ks, 1 walk. There's a swinging foul ball for strike 1. He's got 2 1/3 inning right now. 1 hit, 1 walk, 5 Ks. So he's really working the zone early. Ball down, looked like a cutter. We got 1-1 to Miles Davis, the DH.
Davis is a JUCO guy. You don't see a whole lot of those in the Cape, but
there's a swing and strike on that cutter.
He's getting a chance to show his stuff.
Yeah, which is obviously it's really cool seeing JUCO guys come up here and show everybody their talents. We got 1-2 to Davis. Maybe he'll go back with that cutter right here. He did not go. Looked like the curveball there.
I think we've got a couple ex-JUCO guys on the Cats, right?
Yeah, I think so. I know Davenport, before he went to Stetson, he was at a JUCO.
Right.
I
think Sampson went to one as well.
Bo?
I think, if I remember correctly, I'd have to double-check the notes on him. We'll check back.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch, the curveball in there. A little looking strikeout for Halverson. There's out number 2. Yeah, because I know Bo is at Oklahoma.
And he, came from Salt Lake Community College.
All right, out in Utah where he's from. Yeah, that's pretty cool seeing those JUCO guys go to like a Power 5 like that. Halverson with 2 strikeouts this inning.
This is Jake Schaffner.
He's got a fly out and a strikeout this game. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. A little Just a little outside. Yeah, he loves that outside corner. He's throwing it really well. We got 2-0, Schaffner. Oh, we got a balloon up in the air. Someone lost the balloon. Ball outside. Some poor kid probably just lost their balloon.
It's starting to come down in the field.
Uh-oh. Oh, it's going back up. That one's a goner. Comes the 3-0 pitch. Strike outside. Yeah, they're not getting that balloon back. She's a goner.
Yeah, that's out to the trees.
Yeah. One of the squirrels will get it eventually. And there's ball 4 to Schaffner. And now we're back to the top of the lineup with Owen Prince up. Tim O'Connor is coming out.
So this is the first check for him. What's O'Connor usually saying to you here?
I mean, Halvy's shoving right now, so I mean he's just coming up there to calm him down, because I mean this is a big hour right here. You don't want anybody to score. He's just out here giving him a break, and he's just telling him to trust his stuff, pound the zone, and then just trust your defense. Like, that's all he's doing. He just wants you to calm down, take a quick breather, and then just trust your stuff, because we're all up here for a reason. We have the stuff. Like, you just got to trust it.
We've seen it, man. I mean, 6 strikeouts to this point, only 3 base runners.
Yeah, he's throwing a great game right now. We got Owen Prince looking at his 4th at-bat of the game. Top of the 7th. Cotuit 3, Hyannis 0. Little pick off to check him over there.
This would be a big one to get for the playoff position. Hyannis is only half a game up.
I think they're a point in front of us right now, so it'd be a big win. Comes pitch number 2. Ground ball over to Faba. Faba over to Case for the out number 3. Halverson with another 0. Cotuit's going into the bottom of the 7th.
Hey, it's Chris, and when I'm looking for a cold treat, I go to 4 Seas Ice Cream in Centerville, the oldest ice cream shop in Massachusetts. They've been in business 91 years, carrying many of the same unbelievable flavors. Visit 4 Seas Ice Cream and taste the difference.
Hi, I'm Connor Shue. Kettleers Baseball is brought to you by longtime Cotuit residents Pat and John Callahan of Kinlan Grover Compass. With over 4 decades of experience in commercial lending and real estate, Pat and John are the go-to choice for all things real estate in Cotuit and surrounding towns. Visit them at 681 Falmouth Road in Mashpee. That's the Callahans from Kinlan Grover Compass, proud sponsors and longtime fans of the Kettleers.
The Kettleer Interns and the very popular T-shirt toss are brought to you by Paul J. Casalt & Sons, certified roofing experts proudly serving Cape Cod and Plymouth since 1927. If you've
All right, we're back here, bottom of the 7th. We got Ryan Faba upcoming. You got Caden Bogenpool and Jack Natilli following him. It's been a great game so far. 5 hits for Hyannis, 4 for Cotuit. Seen a lot of good defensive plays.
A lot of good pitching as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a low-scoring game, what you like to see.
Saw a lot of that, especially towards the beginning of this summer. Then it seems like the offense spiked a little bit. Now I feel like the pitching is kind of back on.
Yeah, I mean, obviously playing with metal bats all year, I mean, none of the guys are used to playing with wood. So it kind of takes you a little while to get comfortable with wood. So I think they're a lot more comfortable now. So it's pretty good. Pretty good to see as teammate aspect. But when I'm on the mound, I don't want to see anybody get hits.
Exactly.
Strike ball outside. Farber's got a good eye up there. He's pretty disciplined.
Sure is. Worked a walk his first time up.
He got a walk, a K, and a 5-3. He's up to the plate for his 4th appearance. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Farber. Ball taken. Looked like it was a little high.
Now, Farber, he's a man of many, I would say, what's the word? When you do something repetitively just before it happens. Like,
Man of routine?
Yeah, he's got some
He's a man of routine,
routines out there. What do you see as a teammate during his routines?
Well, he gets here, ball 3 taken high. I mean, before early work, before they start hitting and stuff, he's always walking in the outfield, no shirt, no socks, no shoes, and he's always on the phone with somebody. So I feel like he getting some sun in before he starts all his work. So I see that. And then obviously I don't know what else he does, but that's the main thing I've noticed. And I mean, hey, it's working. He's played in every game. He's having a great summer. He was an all-star, so can't complain.
Are you going to try that?
I mean, I do it sometimes. I don't get here until late or something if I don't have to be here early. But I like to get in some work.
We hear Pilates is usually the play for you.
Yeah, I did Pilates once, and then I haven't had time to do it, so I got to get back on that. Because, I mean, I've been doing all the eating, going to Planet Fitness because we got a free membership there. But it's got to mix that in a couple more times. It's been fun, though. Farber's battling 3-2 right here. Here comes the pitch. He's battled something off behind the first base dugout.
Works a lot of long counts.
Yeah, he does. It tires out the pitcher. It's hard to put away good hitters like Farber. I mean, he went ball, and then pounded the zone. Got Farber to swing out a couple. Here comes the pitch. Ball outside for a walk. There's Farber's 2nd walk of the day. See, look at Bogenpol. Got another new piece of wood to swing with. Hopefully he keeps this one clean so it's not firewood.
Broken a lot of bats this summer.
I think it's at least 7.
7.
That's
Jeez.
a lot. That's a lot. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Hopefully the school's helped him out a little bit with that.
I'd be broke if I was a hitter.
That's why you got into pitching, right? So you didn't have to buy all those bats?
Yeah, exactly. Don't got to swing any bats. Pitch clock violation.
This guy, Garawal, he just got to Hyannis, so he hasn't pitched in a while, so probably just getting used to the pitch clock and everything again.
We got 1-0 now. Pitch to Bogenpol. Ball down. Bogenpol's got a hit today. Hit and a walk. Here comes the 2-0. Ball inside down. We got 3-0 to Bogenpol with Farber on first. Got Natili on second. He had a deep double over the right fielder's head in his last at-bat. Here comes the 3-0. Ball out for a strike.
I think we're just waiting for that second Bogenpol home run. It's coming.
That was
anytime
crazy.
soon.
His second at-bat as a Cat, smoking it over to the 397. We were all shocked.
I think that was well over 100 off the bat.
Oh, 100%. There's a ball down for ball 4. We got Farber on second and Bogenpol on first. We got a little bit of action over in the Hyannis bullpen, but nothing from the coaches right now. We got Tilly up to the plate. He's
real good situation to hit in for West now.
Yeah. Get something through the middle or up in the air. Stay out of the double play. We'll see what he'll do right here.
Well, Farber's got some sneaky speed. We saw him swipe a bag earlier today. He can break for home quick.
I actually just saw Bryce Harper did that against the Red Sox, which I was pretty shocked about.
Even at his advanced age.
I didn't think he could move like that anymore, but.
No.
Oh. All right. Bogan pull over to first on a weird pitch in the dirt. This is a nice spot for West now with 2 runners in scoring position. Help the pitchers out right here. Give them a couple more insurance runs to play with. We got 1 out. Bottom 7. Let's see what Dean, they called that a wild pitch. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, ball out. That looked pretty good. We got 2-0 to Dean West from UCLA. A little left on left. Here comes the 2-0. Ooh, back pick. Safe. We got 3-0 to West. A little high.
Just want to try and get one over the infield at this point. Everyone pinched way in.
I feel like he's got the red light right here. See what happens. Here comes the 3-0. Ball for a strike outside. Got 3-1 to Dean West.
I don't think I've seen a Kettleers swing 3-0 once this season.
I don't think. I mean, we haven't really needed to because when you got guys in scoring position, you kind of want that pitch. We got 3-1 to West. A little high ball over towards the third base side. Foul. Didn't have enough room to catch it. I think that's McKay over there.
Yeah, McKay over at third. He gave it a good look, but that bounced into the Ket's bullpen. Dugout. Jeez. Excuse me.
A little far for the bullpen.
That's, yeah, I think so. Everyone would be home if that was to the bullpen.
That'd be nice. A little oppo, all bullpen. We got 3-2 to West. See what he brings right here. A little fly ball out deep. Both runners tag. Faba scores. Bogan pull over to third. Gives the Cats a 4-0 lead. That's just a good piece of hitting right there for West. Doing a job, getting the ball out in the air somewhere. We got Luke Matthews up to the plate. Looks like the head coach is coming on out, calling for the bullpen.
I think this is it for Garowal. I think we'll get more on the new arm here in a second on Cape League TV.
The Kettleers Call to the Bullpen is brought to you by Beacon Gardens, Osterville's premier garden center. Located on Osterville, West Barnstable Road, Beacon Gardens prides itself on quality products and excellent customer service. Check out their tremendous assortment of garden products. That's Beacon Gardens, Osterville's premier garden center.
Hey, it's Chris here. From bean to bite, sip, savor, and share a moment at Cape Cod Coffee.
Be safe and comfortable in your home in any season with a Generac automatic standby generator from RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. RCA does it all from consultation to installation to maintenance. For more information, visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
The Kettleers top of the order is brought to you by Boston Hand to Shoulder, trusted orthopedic specialists for athletes and everyday people. Their expert team treats everything from sports injuries to everyday wear and tear, helping patients of all ages get back to what they love. Boston Hand to Shoulder is now on the Cape. Call 617-965-HAND for all your hand and upper extremity needs.
We got Jared Jenkins from Dallas Baptist University on the mound. We got Luke Matthews up to the plate with runners on just third base. We got Bogenpole. Here comes pitch one. Fouled back.
I actually saw Jenkins here about a week and a half ago, went 2 innings, gave up 3 runs.
He's looking for a little redemption. We got 0-1 to Matthews, being pretty aggressive. First pitch. Swinging strike 2 to Matthews. Looks like the crowd's slimming down a little bit at Lowell Park as we get deep into the game.
Everyone's getting ready for dinner.
Yeah.
Getting a little late.
I know I'm ready for dinner.
Yeah.
Lobster rolls.
Ooh. Ooh. Strike 3 to Matthews, looking to strike out. That ends the 7th inning. Let's see if Wyatt Halverson's going back out for a 4th. Doesn't look like it. We got another guy coming on out. Could be Nick Greeny, is my guess. We'll find out next inning.
The Kettleers interns in the very popular T-shirt toss is brought to you by Paul J. Casalt & Sons, certified roofing experts, proudly serving Cape Cod and Plymouth since 1927. If you've got roofing, siding, or gutter needs, let the Casalt family take care of your family.
Be safe and comfortable in your home in any season with a Generac automatic standby generator from RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee. RCA does it all, from consultation to installation to maintenance. For more information, visit rcaelectric.com. RCA Electric and Generators in Mashpee, generating trust.
Kettleers Baseball is brought to you by Mid-Cape Oral Surgeons, the maxillofacial surgery and dental implant center.
All right, we're back in the top of the 8th. We got a new pitcher on the mound, Nick Greeny. He's a big donkey. We could call him the big ticket. Could call him the big ticket too.
Ticket, donkey, same difference, right?
He's just a big human being, big fellow.
Big ha-has.
Big hoss. Right? He's actually he's like my go-to catch partner now since coming up. So it's been fun tossing the rock around with him.
What's the scout looking like on Greeny?
I mean, he's got a heavy fastball that has a little run, a little sink. He's got a good splitter and then a good slider. So he's got a good little 3-pitch mix brewing. And he works with he's a JUCO guy. He's from he went to McLennan.
Oh man.
McLennan for a couple of years, went to Florida State. He has his McLennan picture is actually just up on the scoreboard.
Couldn't get the Florida State one?
That's old school though. The McLennan.
Yeah, wow.
Just shows the JUCO grit out there. Nice arm from Natilli.
Peyton, who's your favorite assistant coach?
I have to go with Coach Frady's. He's interesting. He's an interesting guy, but he means well. Me and him are always going back and forth, joking to each other. So he's a great guy, though. I mean, he's one of the coaches that puts time and effort into the field, mowing, raking. I mean, doing all the early work for the hitters. So, I mean, they do a great job. So, I mean, they're all great, but Frady's is fun to joke around with.
I feel like we see him out here quite a lot.
Oh, yeah. Oh, little comeback to Greeny, a little flip over for out number 1. He's attacking pretty early. We got Parker Brocious up. He's got a line out to center field and 2 Ks on the day. Now he's going to come up and face the big donkey, Nick Greeny. We got 0-1 to Paca. See what Greeny has to bring. I can see like a slider right here. Let it start in. This is a heater up for a ball. You got 2-0 to Greeny. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Little ball yanked outside for ball number 3.
I guess when you're a guy like Greeny and you didn't get a ton of reps at your college, how important is it getting out here and throwing a ton of innings?
Oh, it's the best experience. Like, you're going to face the best of the guys in the world, like in the country. So for him to get innings out here and just showcase himself, it's awesome. There's strike number 2 inside, 95.
He's running it up there. It's a good fastball.
His warm-ups were 94, so, I mean, I wish my warm-ups were 94. They're like about 85, but I'm going to have to get a couple tips from him. Here comes the 3-2 for a foul ball behind first base. Greeny started this at-bat 3-0, but he's worked back with some strikes.
And he's got a violent arm motion, too, is what I've noticed.
He's aggressive up there. Let's see what he's got for the 3-2. Ball inside for a little check swing at 95 for strike number 3. We got 2 outs.
I think you call that a sword.
Yeah, you have to. Nice sword. That's a good little bounce back for Greeny there, going down 3-0. Just that heater inside caught him off guard. Got Jeff Lugie up from Duke. Here comes the 1-0 from Greeny. There's that splitter down. It's a good pitch.
He's getting a lot of whiffs.
Yeah. That's what, hey, if you attack the zone early and you're aggressive, you're just going to get so many more opportunities to get more outs. There's a ground ball over to Matthews. Over on the first to Sanderson for out number 3 is a nice clean inning for Greeny. And now we head to the bottom of the 8th.
The Kettleers 50-50 raffle is brought to you by 4 Seas Ice Cream in Centerville, the oldest ice cream shop in Massachusetts. They've been in business 91 years, carrying many of the same unbelievable flavors. Visit 4 Seas Ice Cream and taste the difference. Get your 50-50 raffle tickets now.
From bean to bite, sip, savor, and share a moment at Cape Cod Coffee. Their 2 Mashpee locations include the perfect brunch spot at Mashpee Commons and a lunch and dinner restaurant with a full bar right off Route 130. Cape Cod Coffee has also opened a new location in Wareham Crossing where you can indulge in delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinner options. Visiting any of these locations will leave you absolutely thrilled. Cape Cod Coffee is a proud sponsor of the Cotuit Kettleers.
The Kettleers are sponsored by longtime Cotuit residents Pat and John Callahan of Kinlan Grover Compass. With over 4 decades of experience in commercial lending and real estate, Pat and John are the go-to choice for all things real estate.
All right, we're back here at Lowell Park, the best park in Cape Cod. We We got the Cats 4, Hyannis 0. Got Case Sanderson coming up to the plate. 0 for 1 with 2 walks on the day.
Have you been practicing that Boston accent?
No, not
Did you just
really.
pick it up here?
I mean, I'm from Massachusetts.
Yeah, you know you are right.
I am from Massachusetts.
Well,
so
I did, shockingly enough, I should have remembered that.
Park the car in the Harvard Yard.
I have a Google Doc that actually talks about that somewhere.
Swing and a miss, Chris Albright.
He's on a roll today. There's strike one. We got a ball, I think. Yeah, there we go. Got a ball. Never know with the ump. He's got a couple delayed calls sometimes. We got 1-0 to Sanderson. We got a ball over to second, and he beats it on a kind of a weird play. Him and the second baseman and the first baseman weren't synced up.
I think he just lost it.
He might have lost it, yeah.
Guess it's still a little sunny in that part of the field, so.
Yeah. All right, well, we got Nolan Stevens up. Was a pinch. There's a defensive replacement. Made a spectacular play on right to save a couple runs from scoring, maybe even a home run.
I thought that one was over the
It
fence.
looked like it the way he kept tracking it out, but stayed in the park. Here comes the 0 pitch. Ball down. But I've been down south for a while now, so I've never really had one. But every time I'm up here, I kind of say it's funny.
The accent just comes back.
Yeah. The car, everything's with an H. There's a ball, weird chop over the first baseman for a hit. Sanderson over to third. Stevens going into second. Oh, and the ball gets past them ever at second. Sanderson scores all the way from first. It's another run for the Cats. We got 5-0 with Stevens on second on a chopped hit over the first baseman.
That's what aggressive base running does.
Exactly. And obviously you don't need speed to do that. You just got to have a good jump and some base running knowledge. Now we're back at the top with Cam Johnson.
See if they give him a double on that one.
Nah, it's going to be a throwing error probably. Well, actually, no.
Because he
I
lugged that
think
one
that
out.
Sanderson scored on the throwing error for sure. I feel like you could give Stevens that double.
That's a clean double.
Yeah.
I'd say. There was no throwing errors.
Waiting for the official score on
Let's
that.
see it. I'm going to go double. I like that. There's a ball or strike inside.
Because that's a hustle double.
I think they're deciding. They're flipping a coin. Here we go.
Double.
Yeah,
double. Here we
there
go.
it is.
There's the second double of the year. He should have had another one, but they give it a home run.
We didn't quite know how to go about that one on the broadcast.
Little grand slam, ground roll double.
I called it a ground rule double initially. He was just chilling over at second base. Then they gave him. They're like,
especially they reviewed it too. So
yeah.
In college baseball, that's not sliding. They're just gonna go to the cameras. There's a ball.
I mean, if he hit that with a metal bat too, that would have been out.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's way gone. Especially with like a low fence like that.
What was it, 4.5 feet, 5 feet maybe?
Yeah, it just hit the warning.
Yeah.
It's like the front of the warning track. Comes 1-1. All right. Little hit up the middle. We got a guy on first and second now with no outs with Von Schneigel coming up.
Johnson's got a 7-game hit streak now.
Perfect. We got no one warming up in the Hyannis bullpen, so we don't got to worry about the head coach coming out anytime soon. What a beautiful night at Low Park. Can't complain.
I think this is one of the better nights we've had here.
Oh, 100%. There's a ball up for ball one. I mean, you can't beat this. Summer ball, up in the booth, talking the game.
Mm-hmm.
Can't beat this.
Just hanging out.
Exactly. You can't beat it. There's a strike inside. Looked like a curveball.
So now, if memory serves me right, and I'm hoping to redeem myself, you're from a city that's pretty close to New Hampshire, right? Like
yeah,
more northern
I'm
Massachusetts.
like right on the line of New Hampshire.
Now, is the accent still pretty strong up there, or does it like get stronger when you get to
I think
Boston?
it's more stronger when you get towards the city, because then you're around it so much, that then it kind of just naturally comes. We got 1-2 to Von Schneigle with Nolan Stevens and Cam Johnson on the bases. Keeping him honest over there. He knows he's got a plus runner. See what happens.
I feel like Johnson's got maybe a little green light here. I mean, you're up 5-0 late.
I'd say so. Just got to be careful with it being 1-2. Ball inside. 2-2 to Von Schneigle. Just hard because you don't want to double up right here on like a line drive. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Von Schneigle. There's a ground ball over to short. It's going to be a tough play at second. I think safe. Wow. That's what happens when you got a plus runner. And Stevens scores to make that a 6-0 ball game for the Kets.
Kets are looking real good today.
So we got Ryan Faba, shortstop. Whoa, Eagles up to the plate. And he's hitting lefty this at-bat. He's been hitting righty the last couple. Got a ball inside for Faba.
Former Texas State Bobcat.
Bobcat. Now he's going to be a War Eagle. The War Eagles are going to like him over there. We got 1-0 to Faba. Oh, look at that jump. See, like, you just can't beat that.
It's number 14.
Yep. Like, you just can't beat that. That's just a great jump all around.
I mean, he's over halfway to third before the pitch is even thrown.
He's just lucky the guy didn't look behind him and lift that knee. This ball 3 to Faba. Faba's got 2 walks in this game. He's in 5th at bat. Taking a little while. Might be a pitch clock right here. Right here, pitch clock.
There it is.
There's the pitch clock. Ball 4 to Faba. That's his 3rd walk of the day.
It's the second time we've seen
pitch clock too.
Yeah, it's 2 for Hyannis.
That's what happens with the technology sometimes, because you're always waiting. Here comes the head coach out here for a little visit. No action right now in the pen, so it looks like he's going to be staying out there for a while.
Now, you've had a couple seasons with the pitch clock now. Is it more back of mind, or do you still kind of have to think about it?
It's kind of in the back of the mind, because at school we get the play call, like the pitches through like a wristband. So, like, obviously the coach has a good feel with giving it to us before. So we'll probably get it by like 15 seconds left. So we have plenty of time to take a deep breather and get your thoughts together and then just go and attack the strike zone. Up here, it's the same thing because you have it in your ear.
Yeah.
So you're already ready. You're raring to go already. So by the time the catcher calls it, you have plenty of time to get ready. Or you just obviously he could have used a step off there, but obviously you're not really thinking about the step off right in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
We got Bowden pull up with bases loaded, no outs. Be a cool time to see a little. Put something in the gap, let the guys run around the bases, have some fun. See Coach Frady's waving them in. We'll let the see Coach Frady's waving a couple guys right here.
He's ready.
He is. He's locked in over there. He's ready to go. Ooh, there's an aggressive hack right there. First strike number 2.
That's the A swing right there.
Oh, absolutely. Bases loaded, no outs. You kind of be aggressive right here and just go out and get something you like. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Bogenpole. A little slap hit. I call that place the Sugar Shack, where we get all our PT in with Caitlin. She doesn't really like the name, but it kind of just sticks.
Just got to live with it.
Yeah, the good Sugar Shack. She does a great job. She makes sure that we're all staying healthy and getting in whatever we need to do to keep playing every day. There's a curveball in there for a ball. Yeah, we're very fortunate to have her and Eric, so over at the Sugar Shack.
Shout out to the training staff.
Yeah, and the Sugar Shack. Can't forget about the Sugar Shack. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. A little liner over to left field. Frady's just holding him over there, won't round him. We got some action in the Hyannis bullpen now. Kets are up 7-0. No outs, bases juiced. And here comes Jack Natilli.
Okay, now Peyton, you might need to be ready to call a walk-off. Run rule is 10,
Yes,
so
sir.
if the bases get cleared here, you got to go crazy for a walk-off winner.
Absolutely.
Natilli's the guy to do it, too.
If he gets his pitch right here, it's going to be something. See, that's an A hack right there. That's a good. I felt the breeze from up here. It's a good hack.
Little John Daly, grip it and rip it.
Oh, absolutely. That's all you can do. You don't need to overthink it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Natilli. A little curveball in there for a strike. No, he swings a violent bat. So if I'd be a little nervous how I had to face him.
Hits everything hard.
Yeah, it's just crazy. A little ground ball over by Frady's. Didn't want to make an effort for that one. I wouldn't blame him. Got 0-2 to Natilli, bottom of the 8th, 7-0 Kettlers. Here comes the pitch. A little foul ball over by the first base dugout.
Right off the end.
He's battling. He's got to be careful. That's firewood right there if it goes off the end. You never know. He's battling. He's got 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Holy shoot. The ball. He just hammered a grand slam. Pull side Jack Natilli. Did we not just call that? Holy crap. He just hammered that ball.
And that's the ball game.
And that is the ball game, folks. Holy crap. I got to run down there, guys. Guys, thanks for having me up here. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks a bunch.
I think I'm good luck up here, so I might be coming back up here very soon, guys.
We'll make it happen. Thank you.
Oh, man. Well, that ended well for all parties. The Kets get a 10-0 victory in run rule fashion, and Peyton Manka gets his first home run call.
Wow. Man, everyone had a good time with that one. I'll tell you what, we were playing with fire with the FCC for a second there. Man, oh, geez, what a game.
Man, that's fun. Jack Natilli gets back on his horse, a couple extra base hits, including his third grand slam of the summer. Cats win 10-0, or well, 11-0, and get their 13th victory of the summer. And man, they are starting to roll again. They officially leapfrog Hyannis for playoff position, and now the Harbor Hawks find themselves in the cellar.
Well, it has been a back-and-forth season just from all aspects standing-wise. We were talking about it during the Falmouth game where It was just a week and a half or so ago. Cotuit was tied for first in the West, and we've consistently preached about how these standings aren't stagnant. This isn't a league where you just are set from the get-go. There's 5 great teams in every division, and, I mean, that's how it's going to be.
I think we should have had Manka do the copyright read, but I'll do it instead. This broadcast is a copyrighted production of the Cape Cod Baseball League. Any unauthorized duplication, retransmission, or other use is strictly prohibited as we continue for the rest of our post-game show. Cotuit 13-16-2. Hyannis 12-16-3. What a game for the Kets. They get the victory in run rule fashion, and they have just mashed against Hyannis so far this summer. At this point, the Kettleers have outscored them, I think it's 40-3 in the past 3 meetings. That's incredible.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cotuit with their 3rd win against Hyannis this season, you know what that means, Connor? The Cotuit Kettleers, 2025 season Patriot Cup winners. The cup stays in Cotuit.
You're absolutely right. We'll only see him one more time in the regular season next week, but Hyannis will be unable to catch the great Cotuit Kettleers for the Patriot League Cup. But, man, what a game. And
electric.
Yeah, I think that's the only word to describe it. I mean, where do we really even start here? I mean, all facets, the 3 pitchers that came out for this one pitched a gem. Max Haug got the start, and he was great as he's been the entire time he's been a starter for the Cats. 4 shutout, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, no walks issued. Wyatt Halverson, only a single hit allowed through 3, 6 punchies, and then Nick Greeny got it done with a scoreless frame. To end things, had a strikeout himself, but Chris, we go back to the hitting here, and a handful of guys were really contributing. Zan von Schlegel had a pair of base hits. Caden Bogenpole continued his hot streak, has a back-to-back 2-hit game. He went 2 for 3, drove in a pair of runs and had a couple walks. And Jack Natilli, a grand slam, and, you know, he's got his power stroke back.
Was there ever a question that it was gone? Jack Natilli, team-leading 6th home run of the season. And if my memory serves me right, that's his 3rd grand slam of the season. He produces with people on the base paths. I mean, I'll tell you what, this Kettleers team, we've seen the spurts where the offense is there. If Cotuit plays the rest of the season how they did tonight, it's going to be a fun final quarter of this year for Cats fans.
It sure is. Cotuit over Hyannis. 11-0. Go to play Wareham tomorrow in Wareham. Back-to-back road games. Then it's Bourne on Saturday. Each of those games at 6 o'clock local time here in the Eastern time zone. All home games from now on will be at 4:30. Next one on Sunday against the Brewster Whitecaps. We'll get to see our friends Max and Sam. It'll be a grand old time. And, man, can we say the Cats are hot or what?
Cats are hot. Cats are so hot. The offense is there. Final lines tonight, Cotuit, 11 runs, 9 hits. Hyannis, no runs on 5 hits. I mean, it was good all around, Connor.
Sure was. 9 hits was all they need. Cotuit, I think one of the last points we'll make here is that they supplied the power tonight, which they have not done consistently this season. It was there in a spurt early in July, but I think this is, other than that Brewster game, is the best we've seen them hit with 4 doubles and a home run. Bogenpole, von Schlegel, Natilli, and Nolan Stevens, all with 2-baggers to their names.
Yeah, 5 extra base hits, which for how Cotuit has been playing, I don't want to say it's a surprise, but that's great to see. In the last 2 weeks, the Cats have played 9 games. Coming into this contest, they had 12 extra base hits in those 9 games. Lowest in the Cape League. Cotuit gets 5 extra base hits today. And it wasn't just like some cheeky doubles where you're legging out an extra base hit. We did see that a couple of times, but a lot of it was just well-struck baseballs that would travel to the fence.
It sure was. Sanvon Schlegel's dumped in. Nolan Stevens legged one out as well, but Natilli, it was a hard one all the way out to the fence. Caden Bogenpole ripped one down the right field line, and then Jack Natilli, typically we see him shoot it the other way with the homers, but this time he sent that one near the American flagpole out in left center and deposited a ball out there and just said goodbye to this ball game that we've had here today. Again, Cotuit 13-16-2. Let's check out some of the action around the league before we go here. Haven't really had a chance to talk about it much at all. Wareham up 5-0 on Orleans in the bottom of the fifth. They are trying their best to hold on to the West Division crown because they are all over it right now. Bourne is leading 6-3 on Falmouth. They're second in the division. They're trying to hold on there, and we would shoot up over Falmouth if they lose today as well. Harwich up 6-1 on Chatham, who are trying to make their way out of the cellar over in the East Division. And Cotuit 11-0 over the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, and not to mention, I almost forgot about it, YD 9-3 over Brewster. The Red Sox bolstering their lead over the East Division. But the Kettleers, a 7-run 8th inning, brings them home with victory number 13. Any final thoughts, Chris?
It was a pleasure to share the booth with Peyton, the Big Donkey, the Big Ticket, the Big Haas, Manka. I mean, just a fun baseball game. Baseball is always more fun when you're looking at some grand slams and some punch outs, but I think Cotuit, you can just tell that there's an infectious energy within that dugout, that all these guys are out here not for themselves at this point. This is all for the team and the bonds that they've made. This is a special group of baseball players, and I'm excited to continue to call with them with you for the rest of this season.
As am I. This has been a fun ride, and we hope it continues for the rest of the way. It's the final stretch for the Cotuit Kettleers and the rest of the Cape League. 9 games left to play until playoff time. We'll talk to you again tomorrow against Wareham at 6 o'clock local time. For Chris Albright, Brooke Kilgore, Sorka Lewis, Riley Lewis, and Peyton Manka, I'm Connor Shue signing off from Cape League TV. Everyone have a good night.